celestial signs. Okay, we're always told that. No biggie, okay? It won't stop you from salvation, okay? I'm just putting it out there. Things are still going according to the old ways on a new scale. Are you following me? Things are going back celestial. Now, this video is about 6 hours because I compiled a lot of videos together. Things are changing, they're speeding up. I don't know when I'm really going to be able to communicate efficiently, so I'll just put all these videos together, and I'm going to put like an index in the comment section so you can click on the section you want to go to without stressing watching the entire video. But that said, in this video, I want to really cover a new decode or breakdown concerning The Economist magazine, which was very esoteric. All right, the 10 Phoenix world currency, the famous magazine picture. We're going to go over that. We're going to break it down. All right, like no other channel has broken it down, okay? As I mentioned, radiation is the reason for a New World Order. You cannot debunk that. You can't decode it because I can bring it out in any way. Through the number, through the ceremony, through the colors. It doesn't matter. Radiation is truly the Phoenix. And Dark Phoenix, the movie was about the dark people who can absorb radiation. Phoenix is radiation, okay? It's the rising. Now, Armageddon starts with radiation gene pool. Chi-Town is ground zero. Chi equals X. Ironically, the guy with the X gene is in Chi-Town. Like I told you before, the Most High controls the left and the right. There's no such thing as the devil has it over here and God has it over there. Okay, he controls the whole board. Armageddon starts with the Holy Grail. Okay, it starts with the coronation. Okay, the person over the house or the elect house, it starts with that person, the purple prince. David starts Armageddon. He draws the people who draw everybody out because they're after that gene. Okay, and David is in the same city as the chosen one because David is the chosen one, okay? Now, the guy with the big head right there, all right, represents Gabriel. But it also represents the boy with the gene who can absorb radiation, the fire prophet Elijah, okay? If no one's taught you this in church, because I don't expect you to learn that in church, okay, all those prophets are the same entity, all right? And that's why you can find them through the number, and that's how they found who they were looking for. As you can see, Chicago, Elijah, and David are always together, and so is Gabriel and John the Baptist, okay? Now, Enoch and Elijah are in the 40-40 club, and so is the seed of David. So Jay, who has the queen bee in Chi-Town, is in the 40-40 club. Are you following me? Elijah is raptured by Enoch. Gabriel is the messenger, the Mexican Captain Gabriel, because the boy in the movie stayed in the Mexican neighborhood of Pilsen in Chicago. Are you following me? I told you the Bible's a book of time travel. Time has been looped. Gabriel's job is to wake up the nation in Chicago, where the X gene is. Come on, somebody. Who's reaching? I'll put it right in front of you. I mentioned 2020 was the year of the black gods. Micaiah's reunion. He wants his brother. All right, who he made a Grail King. He gave him a responsibility. Spies on both sides. He's in the 312. I told you everything starts in the 312, Chicago. All right? Michael has a Holy Grail he's doing business with. His most trusted ally. Okay? He has a holy line. He's on a sensitive mission. Now, remember the Super Bowl's halftime score? 10-10. And I told you guys it had a lot to that. All right, Michael's coming for Gabriel. He's coming for his twin. Okay? The Mexican Grail, the Purple Prince, the David seed, the chosen Mexican Grail. The Mexican Phoenix rises in 2020. It's right in front of your face in Economist magazine. Okay? The Chief Gabriel. The chosen one's in Chi-Town, I keep telling you. Come on, somebody. Listen to what they're showing you. The Denver Airport Blue Mustang. Somebody asked me to break down the horse because it's really famous also because I did the painting. So I'll do the horse right quick, okay? Now, the Black Phoenix, of course, is the little boy with the Phoenix gene. That gave him the ability to reign. He's from the tribe of Issachar, okay? Shona blood. Now, the horse outside of the airport, the Blue Mustang, if you look good, is everything I taught you. It's King David. The David house, it represents the new covenant. Why? Look at the horse good. I've been showing you this forever. The blue Mustang, he who is King David, the Holy Grail. Blue Mustang, you put that with the boy king, and the picture inside comes out to the Holy Grail Jahi. Okay? And if you haven't saw the last breakdown, just check it out. We talk about the New Rapport more. Really bring it out. Now, the red eyes on the horse is the Gabriel code. King David, Shemayim. The horse is outside looking to the heavens because his celestial blessing is going to make him a terminator. I've been telling you that. That's King David code. Now, always go to the middle if you don't see the word at the top I'm breaking down. All right, sometimes I work from the middle. You see Shiva has a snake. Kobe Bryant death. Kobe was represented by the mamba. So all this psyop is collectively working together. All right. Now, I checked out Justice League Dark Apocalypse. Are you following me? I checked that out. Let me tell you something. I said, let me put this in a breakdown because I need these people to see that all this stuff is working collectively. Now, remember, you always need to watch the details. Always got to watch the details. Now, look at Justice League Dark Apocalypse. Dark Apocalypse. Now, it looks like it's not an E, but it is an E there. The thing is, you got to work it from both angles. So let's put the E there. Justice League Apocalypse. You got to write it like they spell it and keep the E because of the E suggestive there. 5G network block alien signals. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, Barack Obama. Why does all this line up? Ask yourself that. Let's go again. Dark Apocalypse. The Black Phoenix. Hexagram mark. Justice League Dark Apocalypse. Why are they fighting a bunch of dark people coming from the sky? Okay. Apocalypse. Let's remove the E. Storm. Dormant DNA. It's God's bride. Lord God's DNA. Dormant DNA is God's bride. The reason he's coming back for Israel because they have a gene no one has. So they're his bride twice. Nobody caught that. The Ark Wars, because they want you to stress the D like it's the Ark Wars. Ruach HaKodesh, radiation, the Phoenix. That's how you do a breakdown. I can prove it over and over and over.
Northern
Comic
and
books
Southern
are
Kingdom
also
right
full of
here,
agenda.
boy.
Extinction agenda. Now, I went over this picture before, but I didn't go in detail. I left a few things out. I'm going to show you how this relates to the previous slides I just showed you. And I'm going to connect all this together so you guys will get the big picture. Okay? Notice her look. She reminds you of the lady in what? Black Panther. Because bald-headed means King David. King David is in all their psyops. He's the problem. He's the solution. If he sells out, he's with us. If he stays with his people, he's against us. Are you following me? The white hair represents the immortal Melchizedek because King David was born in that order. White eyes also mean immortal. I taught you that. And that's why all the comic books, the black women usually have the white eyes. Some of the brothers too. Okay? Bald head, RFID, that flame DNA. Come on, y'all. What I gotta reach for? What I gotta reach for? See the X is over the woman's head? He has a gun on her head? Man, what type of sick shit is that? Now, what does Justice League mean? Justice League, justice is coming. The horn of salvation, murder that Holy Ghost. Spiritual mother of Christ gene, the book of Deuteronomy. The Holy Ghost grill is Mr. Johnson. Okay, I don't have to reach, man. Because I can show you after I give you the number. Now, notice, Spirit of God, Justice League, Power Kingdom, because that's what we're going to be after we get our radiation. It goes right back to what? Spirit of God at the top, radiation at the bottom. I'm trying to show you guys how to communicate with the number. That's why I made a lot of these clips so long. Now, Jahi carries the radiation chromosome. Always find holy, holy, holy gematria cipher. Watch this. Always find 444 gematria cipher. Zionist fear, reincarnation, Enoch, and Elijah. Come on, y'all. Always find a 444 gematria cipher. Jahi's bloodline family owns the planet. Okay. The world is home of fallen angels. The line of Christ, Purple Rain Prince. Jesus Nazareth, King of the Jews. Come on, y'all. Pink sky represents Jahi Johnson. Jahi's brother's king over all. That's one of my favorite cartoons, actually. Fist of the North Star. Prodigal son, Jahi. Angel Gabriel reveals mysteries. 2020? 773, Chicago? Okay, let's start putting this stuff together. Christ will appoint Jahi as who? Okay. Pink supermoon crown who? Yeah. Royal Hezronite descendant King David. I told you I wasn't no joke. I told you I don't have to front and lie about who I am. I told you Celestial's going to crown David. I told you that videos ago. Pink Monkey and the Moon. I told you that. And they show you the cartoons. Pink Monkey, God's son David, the fallen archangel. I told you that. Everything I told you is happening. Okay? And we're going to put that old false prophet stuff to rest. I'm going to give you guys a litmus test on how to tell a real prophet. And you're going to love it. All right? Grill, archangel, messenger angel. The time has come. Okay? Monkey in front of the moon. The pink monkey in front of the moon. Okay? The Queen Jean responds to the feminine aspect of celestial signs, the moon. Okay? They know this. Gabriel is Goku, King of Israel, the angel Gabriel. So I got some stuff on Dragon Ball Z too. I'll put it in the comment section so you guys can just click on it. Now, Gabriel's the Terminator, like I told you, right? Angel Gabriel, look at Gabriel Luna. What type of Terminator is Gabriel Luna, right? A Rev 9. Now watch this. Telling me the Bible not real. These Zionists fear the gene pool. Gabriel, Rev 9, Enoch and Elijah, right back to the 40-40 club. Come on, y'all. Wow. We're getting ready for a celestial invasion. I've been showing y'all the celestial aspect of the scriptures. I never preached religion on this channel, ever. Twin Jahi has the covenant, the Lord God DNA. Gabriel is David, the decoder. Huh? I told you, you find David, tell him I said what's up. Now, remember Fist of the North Star, Kenshiro? Key Negro is hero. If you haven't saw that cartoon, make sure you take a look at it. All right? Now, right away, what do you see? What do you see? You see the whiteheads, correct? You see the North Star symbolism, Beetlejuice. What do you see with him? He got blood in his eyes, right? He's the Terminator, red eyes. What do you see on him? You see the Ozem the 6th and David the 7th. El Chato had a 7 on him, and so did Killmonger. All right? The 7th son. 7 son symbolism. That's a little deep. That's also knowledge that the Most High had, you know, shut up, that everybody don't know about. All right? The Hebrew letter. Zion. All right? You put that next to who? Jahi comes out the twin flame. Priesthood of Melchizedek. And the Zion is just a sword or sharp weapon. So whoever this word lines up with is the weapon, is the sharp sword of the Lord. Okay? Now let's go over this 5 shots, the King David code. Now, I counted 5 shots on Fist of the North Star. All right? The immortal David, David's lightning, the line of Jesus. And I think I showed you that with the shortstop who passed away earlier this year, or late, earlier before this post. Now, 5 shots lines up with the new King David, Archangel Gabriel. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shots. 5 shots couldn't drop me. I took it and smiled. Yeah, okay. What type of gun? 5 shots. It's in the DNA. The new King David, Archangel Gabriel. Jahi's a twin. 5 shots, the line of Jesus. And the line of Jesus means those who can absorb radiation. Okay? Jahi Johnson, 5 shots. King David is in Chicago. Oh, wow. Ark of the Covenant. Okay, so I'm going to show you everything you guys been wondering about. We're going to break down the COVID-19, the 5G, all that stuff. Second David shot 5 times. King David, twin Jahi Johnson, sacred blood of Jesus Christ, children of Israel out here. You can't shake your frequency, man. Okay? You cannot shake your frequency. 5 shots couldn't drop me. I took it and smiled. Tupac Psyop. I ain't never met somebody with 5 shots that didn't have bullet wounds. And I knew already in the door when I saw that happen a couple years back, man. It was about David blood. Archangel's bloodline. Should have put a apostrophe, I think. Now, next King David of Israel, Jahi Johnson. The Corona 5G blocks reincarnation. Tupac Shakur, new King David, Jahi. Absolutely. Okay. The Corona 5G. You heard me. The Crown 5G. Corona, Crown. David's 50 niggas in the middle. His tattoo. David's Archangel. Come on, somebody. I know what it means. I done did his breakdown so many times. I'm telling you, Tupac got us, man. He got us, man. He got us. There's a lot of other brothers who broke it down a little more in depth than me. I'm back reincarnated as just a secret son. In all these new movies, you always see the guy who is the star. They think he's dead, but he's not. Okay, that's Gabriel. That's David. Ken also means kin. Okay? Ken Shiro is kin. That's why he has the halo around his head on the bottom picture in a secretive way. Okay? The kid at the top, kin. Okay? Now, I'm going over a lot of decodes, so stay with me or just fast forward it. Who came to save the Ken kid in the movie Ken? Michael B. Jordan or Michael B. Borden. Michael B. Borden on his, what? Chariot. Whenever they bring a movie out or a commercial of Michael B. Jordan, or they have him in the news, that means Archangel Michael is on his way, okay? The Lion of Christ, Purple Rain Prince, the key Negro hero is King David. 444. All right? The lightning. When you see that lightning in cartoons, it represents the storm gene or dormant DNA. Now, his name comes out the biblical Lord. He was really quick in the cartoon. He could punch you without, and you wouldn't see it. Quick, he was full of the breath of life, the Ruach. Okay? He was full of the breath of life, the Ruach. Now, pink sky represents who? Jai's brother, King of All. Chosen One lives in Chicago. Now, look, his brother's on that high horse. His brother's on a high horse. You see that? His brother's on a high horse, he's on the ground. His brother's on a horse, he's on the ground. His brother's on a horse, he's on the ground. I told you, Micaiah is the Air Force. I told you David Gabriel is the what? The Army. I told you that. I told you, and they show you that in most movies and you never catch it. It's only one thing that leads to Zionists to worry about because they do the bidding of the fallen on the left side. That's the final war. That's it. All psyops are about the final war, in case you didn't know. Okay? Radiation, the reason for the season. Okay, that's a fact. Radiation is the reason for the season. All nations will bow to Israel. Comes out to 312. Ruach HaKodesh Prince Jahi Johnson, right down to the radiation Prince Jahi Johnson, to the radiation prophet. And the Zionists know who I am, and Gabriel is second in command. All right, and they show you that all the time. All right, the Ark, 144 genes goes right down to radiation. Both of those guys are glowing up with radiation. Radiation is the weapon of all weapons. It controls nature. Everything is comprised of rainbows and particles and God particles. And like I said, it's all about the twin flames. You know Micaiah is on his way, but where is Elijah? Where's Elijah? I know where Elijah's at. All right, the twin flames, Jahi is Kenshiro. Oh, Jahi is Elijah. Okay, right down to Ruach HaKodesh. Okay, now, it's a reason I'm showing you this, okay? Because I'm actually showing you the war. This is the war. The one is in Chicago, blue and red. He's the one seed, the God seed. Okay, the least of the flock will draw them out. Once they see this guy's on to their BS, they're going to speed things up. Okay, blue goes right down to 144 Ark, Angel Jahi, all under Chicago. Now, you telling me that the Jesuits wrote the Bible, did all these number patterns? It doesn't make sense. First of all, they didn't speak Bantu and the ancient languages of the Bantuel. So we know that's a lie because the scripture is an ancient Bantu, Paleo. Nunchucks represent the rod of iron, the sons of God. The truth of the matter is the Most High had all this figured out before he let it loose. Okay? The two kicks, you see the X gene symbolism? That represents they're both Superman. I'm going to prove that. Okay. And I'm going over this also because somebody kept asking me to go over this. And it's just time that I do it. Now, the kingdom of God is full of cosmic radiation. Radiation Elohim, the Gamma Priest gene, the Bantu Cohen genes. This is the reason for New World Order. Anything you guys are saying outside of that, you're crazy. The government wants our rights. They want to control us. That is petty because those in charge of the real war are the fallen. Zionists are minions. And they're showing you in the damn cartoon that the guy who's doing all the troublemaking ain't from this damn world. He has celestial DNA. Been telling you that. And the Betelgeuse comet triggers him. Five shots. He's in the 312 and the 773. Two Chicago area codes. All right? Jahi and the 144 will battle fallen angels. I'm going to show you the portals in Chicago. Angel Gabriel, we know who that is. Holy Ark Grail, Ark of the Covenant, the Holy Blood of Jesus, all under the 313. That's the royal family number, one of the numbers. Zionists know Co is David. Zionists know Co is David in Chicago. Write it out, it comes out to 144. Zionists know where COVID at. They know where he at. They don't call him David, though. They call him an alien. But we know that's just short for arch-alien or archangel. Call me an alien. What type of shit? I ain't no alien, man. Now, I just showed you Predator, right? Little Richard dead at 87. What was his song in? Let's go over it. Little Richard dead. Radiation Elohim. Lost Holy Grail. Little Richard dead. Come on, y'all. Now make the pictures like this so you can pause and read it yourself. Okay? Little Richard dead at 87. He was King David, the messenger angel. Come on, y'all. We show the consistency. There's no way I can just make this up and just start matching numbers. Because for one, I don't control these people dying. Okay? His son, Long Tall Sally, was in Predator. That was one of the famous songs in Predator. Now let's go over it, okay? There's a reason they put it up there. He was the famous singer who made Long Tall Sally. It was in Predator. All right? The true prophet, the house of David, new kingdom of God, earth's radiation, one more again, y'all. The Holy Ghost, the destroyer, that is the crown virus. Whoever can't receive the Holy Ghost, it's a virus unto you. That's why I killed the Egyptians. They were dirty, freaky ass people. Back then, you know, compared to the law that we had, that made us righteous gamma absorbers, the black gamma predators, the messenger angel, the gamma priest gene, the celestial water. Okay, now don't take that the wrong way, what I said about the Egyptians. What I'm saying is they couldn't receive because they didn't understand our laws, okay? The Predator, Son of Man, Protector, Eric Johnson, Human Sacrifice, 10 Phoenix, that's that magazine, Purple Rain. Little Richard dead at 87, or Little Richard 87, the Antichrist. So get ready for Obama to come back. Okay? Now, if he died by natural cause or blood sacrifices, it doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. Now, when my girl Betty Wright died, I said, oh my God. I said, something's up, because 66 is Lost Twin. It also comes out to Corona. Okay? She made Cleanup Woman. That's one of the songs they put up there. They were posting it because it carries numeric energy. Spirit of God, it's happening. Cleanup Woman. The Flaming Sword, Cleanup Woman. The Black Woman, the 144 X-Men. Okay? The Flaming Sword. That's the twin brother. That's your twin right there. Now listen. If you can't receive the Ruach, or if you don't understand the law of Torah, which is the natural law of existence, it will reject you. You have to be clean in spirit, body, mind, soul. All right? Andre Harrell, founder of Uptown Records, goes all the way down to King David Eric, godlike ones, the shepherd, anointed one. He's powerful. When I tell you they use people to communicate, I'm not lying to you. All right, Andre Harrell, 59, son of David, the next King Jahi, Seraphim Angel, Israel Lost Grail Jahi. And it could have been a few other things too. But don't you think for one moment, this ain't the ceremony. This is the ceremony. Puffy, Messiah died. Ark, death, bride. Now notice I put the words they highlighted because that's the message. So you go around them, right? The Ark Messiah bride. Okay? Or the Messiah Ark bride. He's coming for it. Tekashi 6ix9ine, it's time for the economy to crash, y'all. Takashita comes to town. Look good in The Economist. Whenever I see Tekashi in news, I know the economy is about to do something bad, okay? For lack of better words, okay? Because he's connected to The Economist magazine, PSYOP, okay? Just like that. That's where he gets his name from. I decoded it. I forgot what video I put it in. But he's a straight up PSYOP. I mean, all his tattoos, the 6ix9ine symbolisms, all that. The Final War, Radiation Bodies versus Portals. Tekashi 6ix9ine, Gooba. God help us. Gooba. Now, Tekashi 6ix9ine is a black hole. I was one of the first people online to tell you the Final War would consist of portals and the Tower of Babel, which is just stargates and portals. And people laughed at me. And I'm like, you're crazy. The purpose of the angel is to protect the portals or the gateways. That's why we exist. Okay? Now, as you can see, they're building CERNs. And that's just a modern new way of saying Tower of Babel. Okay? Towers connect worlds. Listen, Armageddon is about portals. Angels are gate guardians, just like I mentioned. Okay? And they have every intention on bringing something to this side. The question you have to ask yourself is what's coming over here? Okay? What's coming over here? What's coming over here? Because they're going to open it up. And they show you that in all their psyops. They don't just do this for play, man. Okay? The purpose of having psyop is to conjure up energy so the ceremony can flow smoothly. All right? All right? So all that, the Nipsey Hussle, I mean, everything's about the Final War. I can't stress that enough, man. And I put it to the test. Please don't listen to me. Just put it to the test. You understand? You're going to see the same symbolism. I don't care who the celebrity is or how much you like them. Once you get that celebrity status, man, you might just want to back off from all those people, man, because their mind's not right. Okay? And we did this decode. You put the two together because they came out, you know, the same day that we're talking about both events. Now, we see the rose symbolism. The 6ix9ine represents portal, you know, cancer and all that stuff. But his face expression, that's what caught me. The reason you celebrate Mother's Day with roses is because they're Narnia, okay, which is not a good thing. Now, if you don't know what that is at the bottom of the screen on your right, at the bottom to your right, that's the Chicago beam turned sideways, which is a Stargate portal, if you didn't know that, okay? He's doing the Kali Shiva pose, okay? His 6ix9ine tattoo is somewhat to the middle of his head, like a third eye. And I told you when I first got on YouTube, the angel's job is to fight what comes out the portal, okay? Large Hadron Collider, the Rainbow Warrior, Purple Gamma Angel X gene. The X gene is for celestial battle. It's just like the movie Godzilla. He woke up when they woke up what came out of the bottomless pit. All right? And I mentioned you time and time again that Freemasonry is a derivative of portal knowledge. All right? When the fallen went underground, they developed esoteric societies. And Freemasonry is an offspring or I want to say a birth child of that information. As you can see, you see the little 3 steps in front of the beam? Okay, they're just mimicking ancient Sumeria, the 369, which is the portal, the Stargate. They put it right in front of the 2 buildings to represent the 2 great pillars. It's all the same, man. It goes back to ancient Sumeria. I believe, is that Inky? I want to say, is that Inky? And without a doubt, you can do your own comparison, the symbolism, the colors, the numbers, right in front of your face, the ancient gods, ancient Sumeria, the fallen ones that were revealing the hidden knowledge that they weren't supposed to reveal to the people. Was stargates and portals. Okay? This is a continual war, man. Okay? That's where Nimrod got his information from, people. He did a few blood sacrifices and all that stuff, and he got knowledge from the Fallens. Now, let's go over Gooba. Now, if I be correct, you should see what I talked about in the number. Now, Gooba received over 40 million views in his first 24 hours. That's bullshit. Tekashi 6ix9ine, 40 million, New Body all have the same number because they know that King David is going to change because they're opening up portals now. And he changes based on the rainbow, and that's shown through the pink moon. The Final War. Now look carefully. I told you that picture with Prince was about the Final War. White, grass, blue, berry, yellow berets. 369. 369. Now look at the 369, the portal. Messiah Christ returns as a lion, coronavirus 2020. All this shit is staged. Coronavirus is just a symbol that the war is about ready to happen. Tekashi 6ix9ine Gooba, you keep following, it goes right down the portals. The Final War is about portals. Tekashi 6ix9ine Gooba, Christ's second coming, the son of infinite light, the golden phoenix, the son of perdition. It's about time, y'all. I don't know what you guys are doing right now, but Earth is ground zero, as I mentioned. Rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine crown virus, Earth's radiation, new kingdom of God, the Holy Ghost, right down to the 144. Because the Holy Ghost activates the 144, it comes through the rainbow. And you see the pink girl right next to him. Because that's what activate the red King David. He's the captain. Rapper Tekashi 69, Sackcloth and Ashes, the prodigal son, prompt time. Now you see the red hat? Because the captain is King David. He has red King David blood in him. He's red. The rainbow, almighty left hand of the Lord. The mighty storms come. It's about time for war. Okay? So I get a different message. I kind of read color and number, naturally. Umbrellas, twin flame, right down to the priesthood of Melchizedek, which is the rainbow priesthood, based on the rainbow. And that's how you can tell a false prophet, but we'll get to that. Rainbow, Armageddon, umbrella, right down to what? The arm of God, back to David, because David gets a new body from the radiation. You ain't gonna learn this in church, man. You ain't gonna learn it. All right, I should have made that picture a little bigger, but anyway. Tekashi 69 drops first post-prison single, God Help Us. Okay, now I circled that, God Help Us, because that's a code also. Notice his ear is made purple, his hair is yellow. Think about the Denver airport mural. God Help Us, the second coming. I am the chosen one, the time has come. Right down to Jahi, the new king. The time has come. Wow, it matches in two different ciphers. Okay. Gooba, I am hidden, Chicago, Illinois, David, Gemini, Jahi, the bride, Jahi. That's what Gooba means. Okay, so yeah, okay. I guess you guys kind of see why I kind of just took a break. Now you can double back. Gooba, I am hidden, Chicago, Illinois, David. You got it? You can go through the 40 number 2 in the English ordinal. So you can solve this a few different ways, okay? There you go. David, the Arks, and the 312, like they just showed you with Gooba. I'm just backing it up, and so is Elijah. And guess what? It lines right up with radiation. And we already matched radiation with the 91 number, and here it comes back again under the number 91 again. All right? Holy Grail seed lives in Chicago. Radiation Elohim, the crowning of the Prince Gabriel, the reincarnation. So when Gabriel gets crowned, here come David. The rainbow umbrella, David's seed, flame of Yahweh, Gabriel supernova. I showed you that, but I'm letting you know again. That's what it's about. All right, so now you get what all the symbolism is about. Now, Tekashi, Puerto Rican father, Mexican mother. Father Puerto Rican, House of Ephraim, mother Mexican, tribe of Issachar. That's Chief Ephraim. Kobe, Vanessa, I should have put Brian, put Brainy. Well, shit, that might be Brainy. Should put Brian, I apologize. Daniel Hernandez was born May 8, 1996. Brooklyn, yada. Showing you had a mother from Mexico, a father from Puerto Rico. I'm just showing you. Now, that's Kobe Bryant psyop. Okay? Because guess what? Kobe lines up with Puerto Rican, and his daughter lines up with Mexican. And her mother is Mexican. It's all one psyop, man. It's all one psyop. They know the Gamma Raspberries, the Archangel is in Chicago. They know him. And they know that he knows that they know. Okay? I mean, what you gonna do when, his brother's the most powerful person in the universe? King of Israel, Gianna Bryant, gamma radiation. Come on, somebody. All right? Gianna, Gigi Bryant. Goes right down to the beloved, David will be king, Judah's King David. So all this, I'm teaching you guys, this is all about David. The warm, they're gonna try to alter the last. Gigi Bryant, Kanye West, and Jahi Beloved. All right, so all that's the same side I'm showing you, okay? Now, when Shannon Brown got arrested, I knew something was up, because I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna bring out all this stuff, slowly but surely, okay? The Tiger King, Samuel Jackson, COVID, all that shit. Now, NBA Shannon Brown arrested. Okay, right away we know something's up. He has the whole the beast from the water. You know, a lot of you guys already know when you do something for the inner circle, you dye your hair blonde, black. You know how that goes. Okay, these color symbolism, the leopard. As you can see, the leopard. Now he's looking up, and I knew I had to look at this picture because I saw the leopard, right? So notice how we're moving. I saw the leopard colors. I look at the picture to see the jaguar. I'm sorry, not the leopard, the jaguar in the Denver airport mirror. He's looking up. Why they choose that picture? He has 12 on, 12 tribes. I'm still moving. I'm thinking, you know, maybe Brady. I'm going to look at him too later on. The number 12, Yahweh's Prince Jahi. Same numbers, not obese. It's right in front of you. So we know it's about the coming prince. Now, the Denver airport mirror was about the prince also, correct? The purple prince. Shannon Brown, Gianna Gigi Bryant, the Messiah Yeshua, Archangel Bloodline, the Cohen gene, all in Chicago. And guess what? Shannon's from Maywood, I believe, and that's Chicago. I believe he went to Proviso West. Number 12 lines up with Gianna Gigi Bryant also. So we know it's a psyop. No doubt about it, it's a psyop. Fake news, misdirection, it's part of a ceremony. They're trying to bring the sacrificing back to Chicago. Ruach Kodesh, the radiation is shut down. They're going to shut shit down again. Comes out to 124. That's what I mean when I say we prove our ceremonies on this channel. Okay? We don't just say, oh, this number matches that number. No, hell no. You probably know this picture, The Economist magazine. Let's go over The Economist. This is probably one of the most famous pictures in all the conspiracy theory channels, okay? Right? This picture right here, one of the most famous pictures. I kid you not. Get ready for a world currency. We're going to break this down beautifully. First and foremost, this has everything to do with the Grail holders, my blood type. As you can see, Genesis of the Grail Kings, the explosive story of genetic cloning and the ancient bloodline of Jesus. As I told you, look at all the symbols, they perfectly match. They perfectly match the Phoenix Rising. Take a look at it yourself. You see the ring and scroll symbolism, okay? Which is something you might want to look up, okay? Now, I told you the final war is about the Grail holders. My bloodline can prove that Israelites are the chosen people. It's a celestial gene. You cannot fake it. As mentioned, the Phoenix War begins in 2020. The purple radiation prince is activated during cosmic storms or Holy Spirit storms. Okay? Now, 10-10 break 2018. Think symbolically. 2 and 18. That's 2020. They were already telling you they're going to kick it off in 2020. Follow me? 10 and 10 at the top, 10-10, and 2 and 18 make 2020. Just like that. 2020 years, they're going to kick off the war. Now, 10 Phoenix currency comes out to what? Radiation angel currency. They're going to make a currency that's going to destroy the radiation angel and keep things moving. Just like that. And it's called the microchip. It's not because you deny Jesus. It's because they're going to try to destroy the Grail. As you see, the Messiah, son of David, comes out to 666 because it's connected numerically to the ceremony. The Messiah, son of David, can absorb Ruach. Mexican Phoenix rises 2020. The chosen one lives in Chicago, down to what? The Royal Yeshua bloodline. It's about the Gamma holders. The celestial gene pool inside of the Bantuel natives. And it's the reason they made it a Mexican eagle for those who say Mexican and Israelites. Get the hell out of here. Mexican eagle in Jahi rises. My Phoenix gonna rise. Mexican eagle, angel Gabriel Jahi. New King David Jahi in Chicago. Israelite radiation gene right back down to my name. 22 is the number of the twin. Now when you go in debt, you look closer, 1010 means what? Space Army Melchizedek portals. So in 2020 is gonna kick it off. No man know the time or the date. Okay? They just guesstimate, but they do loop. They do loop. Okay? We know we're going to get raptured out of America, right? The celestial invasion is also called the marriage, the rapture, Gabriel's coronation, King David's crowning, the gathering of the tribes, the union of the twin flames. It's called all that. It's called all that. It's called all that. Okay?
So that's the, basically
so a lot of those fallen angels are going to be in trouble for things they revealed to man. They weren't supposed to reveal. Okay? If you understand where I'm coming from. Mexican Phoenix rises 2020. King Michael and Prince Gabriel, the lost son, Crown J. The Mexican phoenix rises. We just saw that. There it is. 22 is the royal number, a royal clone clown. The year 2020. So the twin is a clone clown. He's a clone clown. A clown clone. And they show you that in the Joker movie. He's a King David host. That's why they got the Star of David in the right corner up there. If you believe in it or not, doesn't matter. It's still the ceremony. The new king is a David host. Once again, it ain't gonna change. Whatever the Most High does in word, he does in number. Dodos. Okay? All right, it's the twin flame, right? Michael's the letter or the word. Gabriel's the number. Michael's coming for his grails, his kindred brother Gabriel, and the nation of Israel. It's going to be Michael's last dance, because after this ain't going to be no more war. It's going to be his last stand, because the Joker going to turn into the Terminator. He going to snap for his brother. That's what little brothers do. They go crazy when you touch their big brother. Okay? He's coming for the priesthood of Melchizedek. You can't fake that. You cannot fake it. It's in the 312. It's like hitting the lottery, man, the way these numbers line up. Are you crazy? Ain't nobody reaching. Twin flame, Jesus blood. That's the priesthood of Melchizedek, man. Okay? He's a false prophet. Man, shut up. Please. Please. King Micaiah's twin seed. The King David and the chosen. The next king. All under my college area code. Okay? And some of my friends watching, they probably laughing because 334 is Alabama. All right? That's where my grandfather from. That's where I went to school. King Micaiah's twin seed, Jai 313. RH negative blood absorbs radiation. True that. Twin flames, two witnesses. I always tell you guys, you know who Michael is, but where's Elijah? You know who Michael is, but where's Gabriel? King Micaiah's twin seed. Guess what? The Ark of the Covenant. Guess what? King Michael's kin twin. Guess what? Israelite radiation genes, the Royal Ark of Israel. You are the two witnesses. Mexican Grail. So stop talking that. And that's why the Terminator was Mexican in the movie. He's a black Mexican. Jesus clone, Archangel Gabriel, Yeshua DNA, Christ branch. The Christ branch. Right back to radiation. Okay? Jesus clone. Who you think they got cloning from? David hidden in the 312. 312, Jahi is Gabriel. Jahi Johnson, Israel's true king. King David's worldwide bloodline. Okay? So he's coming back for his grail, as I always say. The reason he's coming for Israel, because Israel has a grail gene collectively. But inside that Micaiah crowns Jahi, right? 312, Ark of the Covenant, North America, Jahi. Lost DNA descendant of King David. Break down the Lord God shall give unto him the throne his father David. So this is the reason for the war. I told you they're trying to break the coronation. That's why I kept telling you guys who I was. It just couldn't put two and two together. You know, God's sons, Michael's Holy Grail. Children of Israel, Jahi Gabriel, Living God, Chicago Angel Gabriel, right back down to 312. Chicago King David Ark. Jahi Johnson, King David blood. Yep. Mexican blood, Holy Grail. It's going to go right back to the grill Ark. Okay? It's all about 312. Okay? All about 312. And that's why I put the pictures like this time. As you can see, you go down from the arch, right down all the way to the end, the bottom. It's about stopping the coronation. The coronation is the rapture. The coronation is Armageddon. The coronation, it's all the same thing. People can't piece it together. Okay? Israel's Jesus is the archangel bloodline. Okay? He's not gonna leave his brother behind. All right, Jesus coming, Israel. Okay. All right, the new king gonna be made. The line of Christ. He's in Chicago, Illinois, man. God's gonna piece this together.
I'm 60 years old.
I'm not mad. Just talking about, you know, a little bit of jocularity. It's going to be the final dance. That's for sure. That's for sure. The Chicago Bulls 3-1-2. Right down.
It is only appropriate
That's why they use Michael in
that after
last
400
dance.
years,
And that's so many
as
people
prophesied,
right there.
the tribes of Israel, all 12 of them,
Jesus returned.
you enslaved us,
You
you degraded us,
everything I showed you.
raped our women and our men,
This magazine is right there.
stole our history,
That's what I
stole
mean.
our religion, and now you're trying to steal our lives.
We put it right in your face.
But you want us to believe they matter.
King Michael or Phoenix.
You can kiss my ass right in the crack.
Just said that.
Me too.
So it's only appropriate, y'all,
That's the Phoenix Gene.
that we go to the store.
Last video, you know who that is.
For all y'all out here who don't know,
And you know that after the
This
movie,
is the birthplace
things are going to get different.
of the Clue,
And that's why
Club
he's coming out the pink. And we
Plane.
did the Kid movie too.
this is where they were born after they were destroyed.
It's a great movie.
Just for years. Everything you've been seeing,
Kin
the
twin.
police,
Israelite radio.
discrimination in housing,
Okay, I showed you.
fucked up education,
Kin twin.
fucked up banking system,
As you can see,
fucked up politics,
same exact
are all
picture
tied
in the airport.
to the
Because it's all about
KKK.
finding- It ain't gonna change.
You don't believe that, you don't know shit about this country.
Because guess what?
So what we gonna do is we gonna pay a
It
visit
sounds so peaceful, doesn't it?
to their home.
As you saw the predator.
Because we ain't talking to the police no more. They just work for the KKK.
And your crown-
We ain't talking to
That's
the
right.
government no more
That's
because
right.
they are the KKK.
That's right.
We ain't talking to the banks no more because they are the
Okay,
KKK.
so it's the same.
We ain't talking to most white people because y'all are the KKK.
And it's so
Oh, none of them.
Don't tell me that you ain't never been a slave on a motherfucker. I ain't never been a slave.
That's right.
But you riding around in my car.
That's right.
Won't even let me ride in the motherfucker right. Hallelujah. So I'm not talking to them no more. I want the heart of the Ku Klux Klan to hear me no matter where the fuck you are. I'm in your house.
That's right.
Where you at? You made a threat. We don't threaten. We don't scare. Cause we don't care.
And we don't fuck around.
You threaten us, we gonna threaten you. You said you gonna start shooting white people at 8 o'clock, we gonna start shooting, black people at 8 o'clock, we gonna start shooting white people at 8:05.
The Most High God.
Threat, counter threat. Cause threats don't mean shit to us.
Social distance.
Y'all been threatening us since Birmingham. I ain't seen shit. Well, it's July the 4th. And all you scary ass Negroes that pass that shit around. Look at what the fuck you did. You made blacks come out.
Hey man, he's here.
I don't see no white militia. But to the Boogie Boys, the 3%ers, and all the rest of you scared ass rednecks.
Listen.
We here.
I got a text.
Where the fuck you at? We in your house. Let's go. NFAC, motherfucker.
NFAC.
Which is to me sounds like right. She said she's seen 100 stars following her car. And a lot of people saw it that day, right? 100 stars. And me and her knew what they were. And I was like, hey, it's my people. I told you they would come, right? Like I literally told everybody on the channel they would come. I told you to come to the 708. And here's why. Because they back for the grail. They come to the 708. Are you following me how angels think? They come to the 708 because the 708 is in the 708. They come to the 312 because the 312 is in the 312. Are you following me? Now, what's the area code for Homewood? Because I asked her, say, hey, where you at? Because I knew what the answer would be. She said, I'm in Homewood. I said, okay, cool. I told you it would come. Now they were on their way towards me, and they came my way. What did it say? The Holy Grail, 708. But it's down to what? They were showing your brother some love. It's about the coronation of a new king. Are you following? I say, hey, man, they coming. They coming. I told you they would come. Okay, I told you after the moon would turn pink, they was going to show me some love. All right, the coronation of the new King David. So anybody else claiming to be David, Elijah out there, I mean, where your breakdown at? You should be seeing your fellow brothers right now in the chariots. All right? As I aforementioned, my brother's coming to crown me. It's a Chicago area code ceremony. So all the things that happen to the new King David are inside the Chicago area codes, because the Chicago area codes are also rendezvous points. Okay? And that's how they figured out what is probably going to snatch a brother, because that's why the movie captive stays in Chicago. Jai crowned King of Israel. Jai Johnson is the head angel. Jai gets crowned by Chicago by Micaiah. He gets crowned in Chicago by Micaiah. I made a mistake and cut it off, but I apologize. All right? The King David's coronation, Jai Johnson. Coronavirus was designed for the Shah gene. Jai Johnson was select. Jai's bloodline proves he's king of Israel. Biblical prophets all have the same blood type. We're going to get into that. Michael raptures the Prince Gabriel in Chicago. 5G frequency attacks Rh negative blood. Coronavirus is a frequency virus. Just that damn simple. Grill, Boy King, King David captive, the Hidden King, all the way down to Rh negative blood. It's a 312773 ceremony, y'all. I put Gianna Bryan in there for a reason. Now, Jai Johnson is a prodigal son. 708. He's coming back for his prodigal son, brother. Okay? The wrath of the Lord. He's going to crown Gabriel. Okay? It's a 312. Man, you guys is my witness. I've been telling you this forever. Okay? Firestorm is the twin flames, the two candlesticks. Let me explain this picture I always use and why I always use it. I was trying to throw hint after hint, but let me just get into it. The war's getting closer and closer. Let me just break some stuff down. Now, Firestorm is Archangel Gabriel. He's the new King David. Okay? And this is the reason it goes all the way down to Mexico. And Mexico has been in a lot of movies in Hollywood lately because it's all ran by Zionists, and their job is to do the bidding of the fallen. Two of God's messenger angels. You got Twin Gabriel right there. Who was Twin Gabriel? All right? King David's blood. You never have King David without Gabriel, because they're the same entity. All right? Jahi's a twin. Yes, he is. And you don't have to literally be a twin. It could be metaphorical, okay? It could be metaphorical. Okay? All right? Prodigal son, twin flame. The best or the greatest, best kept secret of all time. The divine bloodline of Jesus Christ. You got the two candlesticks in front of the consuming fire. And I told you the Most High God, the Creator, is what? He's gamma radiation, all spark. Yahweh's prince is Micaiah's twin. He's a prince king, man. I never really shared this with my friends, but I guess they watch the channel. I don't know. There you go, more shooting this. Yep, it's getting stupid. We're going to keep this one going this time, man. And that ain't perfectly timed. This is just the neighborhood I'm in, right? The red Prince Jai and King David. That kind of threw me out. But anyway, Northern Southern Kingdom. The two twin flames reunite. Sacred blood of Jesus Christ. King David twin. Children of Israel out here. Prodigal son, Jai Johnson, the Israelite twin flames. And that's why I'm glad I stayed by dogs. Okay? Bless the God of Israel. All right? All right, it's the prodigal son, the twin flames. Monkey King is alias for Angel Gabriel, the boy with King David's blood type. All right? Jai Johnson, Candlestick, Angel Gabriel. 2020 is year of the Monkey King. Goes right back to King David's blood, Jai Johnson. Okay? It's going to always come back to 312. Okay? And 1978 is the year I was born. So all things are weighted and numbered, as the scriptures tell us. Notice the Monkey King has a huge army. Notice. Because he's the captain. Notice Tekashi had a cap on. They're coming for the captain. All right? It's impossible. It's impossible. The Monkey Captain Jahi, Mexican Phoenix rises. It falls right in line with everything else. The Monkey Captain. It's all under the same frequency, y'all. Now notice how he looks just like what? I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to let you see it. Why is the Monkey King connected to Millennium Park, Chicago? Why is the Monkey King connected to Millennium Park? Because the job of the angels is to fight what comes out those portals. Right down to the Windy City. 3120, Eric Ruler Jahi. If you want this job, take it. If you want it, take it, man. Wuhan is called the Chicago of China. China's flag colors equals red and yellow. Red and yellow equal King David code. All right, let's talk about the monkey real quick. Wuhan, China equals Chicago, Illinois. All the anointed holy land, spiritual energy, right down to RH negative blood X gene agenda. RH negative blood X gene agenda to 5G frequency, just like that. Prince Gabriel's a monkey king. Believe that. That's why they have this guy looking like the John Hancock building. Hancock building. SHA 311. Okay? That's why they have him looking like this, because King David's in the city of Hancock. And I did a Hancock little quick breakdown here too. Okay? John Hancock. Monkeys. Now, is that a reach? Is that a reach? I'm not doing anything but bring out the ceremony. Monkey King is the prodigal son, the fallen angel, okay? The Monkey King is the prodigal son. And I showed you that. I'm just showing you again, okay? All right? And I want all you guys to stay prayed up and stuff like that, man, because, and fast and meditation, because it's getting real, man. It's getting real. The street's getting tougher because the economy is being sucked up bit by bit. So people are doing more severe things to each other. All right, the prodigal son. Israelite twin flames, the prodigal son, messenger of the covenant, the second coming rapture. Now notice that synchronicity number that they had in Us movie. That number is 1111 carrying an agenda. Superman David, guess what? UFO has arrived. It's ready for you. Okay? It's ready for you. Now, olive branches, 2 witnesses equal the final war. Suns and portals. Right back to hashtag Chicago. Olive branches. And that's the reason I was using 311 and 312. If you go look at the previous slide. Portals, the beast, the black angels. 311, 312. That's one of the new things in Chicago.
Epstein, Maxwell's longtime accomplice, was held in Manhattan's the faculty of a public school.
Right.
Donald Barr hire Jeffrey Epstein, or did his successor hire? Bill Barr's father, who hired Jeffrey Epstein, wrote a sci-fi book about a future world of child sex slaves. What are the odds?
While he's the headmaster of an elite school of teenagers.
What are the odds? If I went to Vegas today and tried to get the odds, play the odds on there, what would they say?
To infinity and beyond. I mean, I would never guess this, nor do I think this is coincidental in that sense.
By the way, the subtitle is Space Relations, a slightly gothic interplanetary tale. Published September 17, 1973, published by Charterhouse, reprinted by Fawcett Crest Books in 1975. Edward, read this Kirkus Review issue, September 1st, 1973. Read their review so our audience gets an idea of what we're talking about.
Okay, so this review confirms the headmaster role and that this was written for adults. This is what Kirkus Review said. Captured by space pirates, future diplomat John Craig is sold into slavery on the planet of Kozar, where his mistress, the irresistibly sadistic Lady Morgan, almost makes servitude a desirable state. However, Craig, the ambassador, stumbles on hints of an alien invasion and must escape to save humanity. Escape he does and returns to Kozar as an ambassador with a plan to put an end to slavery. This goes on to say, Dalton headmaster Bart has converted a space opera plot into a Coruscatingly literate tale for grown-ups, not for kids, but for grown-ups. Now, the description of this.
I gotta say, the first thing I heard in there, because as Edward reads these various descriptions, there's some key words that jump out. The one that jumped out for me was the name of the planet where his mistress, keep this in mind, his mistress, the name of the planet was Kozar. First thing that came to my mind was Khazar.
Yes, that was the first thing when I heard it too.
Did you?
Yes.
So we may have some coded words
About an
this
empire
book.
in the east run by a certain faction.
Right. All right, so we got the Kozar, planet Kozar, could be planet Khazar, but the sadistic Lady Morgan. This is the mistress, the sadistic Lady Morgan. What was the name of Robert Maxwell's yacht? The Lady Ghislaine, named for his daughter.
Yes.
Ghislaine means the promise, the guarantee, the pledge. It means the pledge.
Yeah.
Something that's been pledged.
To fulfill a contract.
So Robert Maxwell, the Israeli spy who died allegedly in the Atlantic, nude, drowned in the ocean. He says how they're walking on this yacht nude and fell off into the Atlantic one night. But he named his yacht Lady Ghislaine, which is for his daughter. Ghislaine means the pledge. In this book by Bill Barr's father, Planet Kozar, that sounds like Khazar, right? The mistress is the sadistic Lady Morgan. Are we drawing connections here where there are no connections?
I don't think so. And I think this review should have done their due diligence and maybe shared a little bit more what was in the actual publication they were reviewing. Because, Rick, what I read today, this is not a book I would ever have said a headmaster, let alone a teacher, should have been writing while they were around children. And when I say that is...
the very fact that he's thinking this way is scary.
I mean, it's in his mind. And just aside from the fact, if your principal at your school had just published a book, it's a big deal. This would have been a splash. Everyone would have been talking about it. Likely, and I want to go on a limb here, it's possible it was required reading maybe for the English classes. There might have been an actual following among the school for this.
All right, so Dalton, was it, I don't know, what grades was it?
If it's a prep school, it's probably junior high and high school.
Okay, so it's just junior, okay. So, Doc, when you were in high school or junior high, can you imagine going home telling your mom and dad that your principal wrote a book about planet pedophile?
Yeah, I can just see that he would probably last till maybe 3 p.m., the end of the school day, if that actually happened. I can't imagine that at all, especially in 1974.
That's what I mean. Even in 2020, it's outrageous. If we heard that a local principal had published a book about a future pedophile society where pedophilia was cool, we would be saying, get that guy off the payroll of the school system. He's a threat to the children. And yet he's running one of the most elite schools in America. And his son grows up to become the Attorney General twice. Not once, twice. All right, Doc, would you read the next one, the Wikipedia page?
Sure. And this is how it's described on Wikipedia. In the future, humans have formed an intergalactic empire ruled by aristocrats. During a time of war with the Plith, an empire of ant-like alien bug people, Ambassador John Craig, a formerly liberal Earth man in his 30s, is dispatched to the strategically important planet Khazar, a human colony that was settled by the Carlisle Society, which I thought was interesting, as a place of exile for political extremists, and now is ruled by an oligarchical high council of 7 nobles, each of whom is in charge of a different domain with its own traditions. Their boredom and absolute power have driven them to madness, to the point that the Khazar's entry into the empire has been stymied by the man-inhabited planet Treaties Clause, written by Craig, against alliances that with slave-owning societies, due to its practice of kidnapping humans to become illegal playthings of the galaxy's super rich. Now, that phrase, playthings, came up earlier in our Godcast today with, who was it? Was it Virginia Giuffre that
Yes,
mentioned
Virginia
that
Giuffre.
they were the playthings of the elite?
Super rich.
Of the super rich.
I mean, this whole paragraph out of Wikipedia.
It's totally loaded here.
It's loaded. So we got the planet Khazar, a human colony that was settled by the Carlisle Society. What's the big corporation connected to the Bush family? The Carlisle Group.
Right.
And it's a place of exile for political extremists, people who've been deplatformed.
Right.
People have been exiled for their political views. They're sent to another planet. And the planet is ruled by an oligarchical high council of 7 nobles. In other words, tech barons.
That's right.
The Jeff Zuckerbergs. 7 of them are ruling this planet. And the political exiles are there. People who were deemed their views were too extreme to live on Earth. I feel like we're living out somebody's sci-fi nightmare.
Or there's so much in here that it almost seems coded, Rick, like it's giving an instruction to maybe a future generation. I won't say it's prophetic, that's not the right word, but to see phrases and terms and concepts, we're talking 1974 being presented here.
No, it's actually printed in 73.
73.
That means he wrote it probably in 72.
Right.
Been thinking about it since the 60s. I mean, you don't just come up with something like this, okay?
But keep in mind, he's a former spy. I mean, if you're working for the Central Intelligence, you're a secret agent. You're a spy, okay, at one level or another. This is what this former OSS officer, former Jewish OSS officer, is writing as he's the headmaster of a boys and girls. I don't even know if it was all girls at that time or not. It may have been all girls school at that time.
But he risked
it was
his
it was
career.
co-ed later.
Doc, in normal times, he was risking his career publishing a book like this. Writing a sci-fi book would not jeopardize your career.
Right.
But writing a sci-fi book about a world of pedophiles, where children are molested for the pleasure of the rich.
And it includes scenes of that in the book. Yeah, you would be relieved of duty, if not maybe investigated, for how you came up with such crazy ideas.
So, Attorney General Bill Barr visited the Federal Detention Center in Manhattan before Epstein died, and then he returned after he died. The son of the Donald Barr who wrote this book just put this all together. And now we have Lady Ghislaine, who's now in a federal detention center run by the Federal Bureau of Prisons, which is managed by Bill Barr, whose father was Donald Barr, who hired Jeffrey Epstein. You can't make up this stuff.
No.
You can't make it up. It's so weird. This is not a series of coincidences. Does it get any stranger?
Well, there is an episode in the book, too, that goes on and describes a kind of a perverted form of communion that the main character, Craig, and his mistress are forced to endure, where it's really a sacrilegious, retelling.
Mockery of Holy Communion?
Right. Where they're forced to drink of a cup. And in fact, to use biblical phraseology, can you drink of the cup that I drink of? The alien interrogator is asking of the main character and the mistress there, and goes on into some detail, really mocking communion, mocking the efforts of it and everything. And so,
well, Doc, look at this one quote in here from the book. I mean, they're taking this from the Bible and changing the words.
yes.
Craig whispered, my Lord, didst thou not command us, saying, ye may not eat of it, nor touch it, lest your eyes be open, and ye be as gods, knowing good and evil. the madman stopped dead. They took this out of the book of Genesis.
Yes.
Wow.
This is a direct quote. I verified each of the things that were mentioned by the Wikipedia page because it wasn't referenced on the Wikipedia page. So I got a copy of the book and went through it, finding each of these instances. The communion part was the weirdest thing I think I've read in the book, other than this perverted sex scene. But there's a section, Rick. I'm not going to read the part about the sex scene, which Donald Barr wrote in to this book while he was at a child's school. But there is a part here of note here that Lady Morgan. It describes Lady Morgan as the only female member of the oligarchy. This is the group in charge of that Khazar planet. And it says that she lived in a castle where she ruled over people who were slaves. They were used as sex slaves in this, and they had the right... A mansion, right? A mansion or ranch. This Lady Morgan, had the right to do whatever she wanted with anyone in her dominion. So any one of the other 7 oligarchs described in this fantasy fiction rape novel are essentially empowered to have their own dominion of rape.
Now, was there anything in the book about breeding a
Yes.
future race?
Yes, there was mentions that the slaves were used to create better slaves. They were used to create this lower tier of workers. Breeding was actually mentioned in the book.
But that's what
Jeffrey Epstein.
allegedly was
At Zora Ranch.
wanting to set up a breeding system.
Yeah, so we went to Zora Ranch and saw the fertility statue that Jeffrey Epstein had placed inside that remote location.
I hope somebody at the Manhattan prosecutor's office is watching True News today, because this case is more bizarre than you all know. I applaud the Manhattan prosecutors, Audrey Strauss and her team. I applaud you for your work. I am so glad to see finally somebody put handcuffs on Ghislaine Maxwell, and I have nothing but positive things to say about the federal prosecutors in the Manhattan Southern District. Finally, it happened. I didn't expect it, Doc. I really didn't expect anybody to ever arrest Ghislaine Maxwell.
And I still don't trust it. I still don't trust it because, Rick, any other person that gets arrested in the world, anybody, what's the first thing that the media puts out? A mugshot.
Yes.
Have you seen a mugshot in Ghislaine Maxwell yet?
No.
Supposedly she was arrested in New Hampshire, and now she's being transported to Manhattan. There's no pictures, there's no mugshots of her.
Well, isn't that public? Those are public documents.
It should be.
I mean, it's an honest question, right?
All right. So tomorrow you contact the sheriff's office and the FBI and the courthouse and the detention center. Let's ask for the mugshots.
I mean, that's a fair question, right?
Yes, it's a very good question. You're right, Doc. I haven't seen a mugshot.
The victims are claiming they saw her on video.
Okay.
So there was a remote video played at what appeared to be an arraignment hearing, and it appears she had a lip job. Her lips were different, but the victims say they heard her crying. They saw her and heard her crying, weeping, saying, I don't understand why I'm here. What's happening? The report is they have confirmed that it is her, even though with some altered appearance.
But Rick, if I get arrested for whatever reason, I don't know, spitting on the sidewalk, whatever it might be, if I'm taken to the county jail, what do they do to me? They take my fingerprints and they take my picture, right?
And it's in the local paper.
That's right.
Now, there is a chance
And on
because
the
of
website.
coronavirus.
And on the website.
Because of coronavirus, the staffing, they may not have done that procedure. And I've been told it's possible that the arrest was even delayed by the coronavirus pandemic.
But they still arrested her. Once you're arrested, they go through the process.
Right.
All right, let's go to number 6. This was Daily Beast, inside the secret cell of Ghislaine Maxwell's swanky New Hampshire hideout called Tucked Away. $1 million estate in a small town, Branford, New Hampshire. And the story said that the purchase, I think the property was purchased November, December of last year, 2019, that a British man negotiated the sale and transfer of the property. The real estate broker never met Ghislaine Maxwell, never heard her name, assumed that the buyer was a celebrity because the agent asked about the flight patterns over the house, what airplanes would be flying over the house. So he assumed, the broker assumed this was a celebrity who was buying the house. But the fact that, she paid cash for it.
Yes. Which is
$1 million.
intriguing because she actually, according
Career as models.
Yeah, or bring them in from foreign countries. And so there was a pipeline that seemed to be coming through various modeling agencies and outlets based in France and Eastern Europe. And so, and there was no other way to describe it. They were trafficked.
Yes.
So.
All right, so this is just my hunch, and Doc and I laid this out last week. And we'll see if this is where it's going. I know a lot of people who believe the QAnon hoax are thinking, wow, Trump and Barr, they rounded up Ghislaine Maxwell. The U.S. Justice Department is gathering up the pedophiles and locking them up. Wow, they locked up George Nader last week, and now they got Ghislaine Maxwell. Boy, QAnon is right on the money. And this is happening just as we go into the election year, and Trump is going to bust wide open that pedophile ring, Pizzagate, all of it. He's going to do it. I say it's nonsense. Right? I've never believed any of that QAnon stuff. You got to look at, we talked about last week, who are the prosecutors running the Southern District of the Manhattan Prosecutor's Office? They're not Trump fans.
Right. So keep that in
Audrey
mind.
Strauss is one very tough federal prosecutor, and she is not a Trump fan.
She went after Donald Trump's
Roy
mentor.
Cohn. She tangled in federal court
That's
with
right.
Roy Cohn. He was trying to get mafia guys released, and she fought him in court.
And Roy Cohn had his own child sex operation, Suite 223. This came out from basically before his death, but never was really investigated. His own child sex ring.
Roy Cohn was Donald Trump's lawyer, his mentor, the man that he admired, and described as one of the most crooked, corrupt, vile, disgusting humans that ever breathed air. And that was Donald Trump's lawyer.
Yes.
All right. Who was his last lawyer?
Michael Cohen.
Michael Cohen. So what I'm saying is that the federal prosecutors, Audrey Strauss is now the acting prosecutor because she replaced Mr. Berman, who was fired by Attorney General Barr several weeks ago. Mr. Barr, whose father, Donald Barr, hired Jeffrey Epstein as a spiritual math instructor at Dalton Prep School back in the mid-'70s, early 70s. And Mr. Barr's father wrote a sci-fi book about a futuristic world where pedophiles ruled the world. Planet Kozar, the Carlisle Society. This is bizarre, so strange. Now, I think the federal prosecutors are after Trump. And my hunch on this, guys, is I think they have enough evidence on Ghislaine Maxwell to lock her up for 1,000 years. I think the evidence is so overwhelming. I think they've been quietly gathering evidence that they could get a 50-year sentence here and a 20-year sentence here and another 50-year sentence. They've got so many charges that they could hit her with. Now, they didn't hit her with all those charges.
No, they went for a specific time block, 94 to 97.
Yes. Well, what about 97 to 2020? They're not going to charge her with it. But they're going to show her privately. They have all of it. Privately, in the interrogations, they're going to tell Ghislaine Maxwell, we have all this evidence over decades. You will go to prison for 1,000 years. But we're only interested in this one window. 1994 to 1997. And we want to know what you know about Donald J. Trump. And if you agree to testify as a state's witness, we will not prosecute you on the other charges that would put you in prison for 1,000 years.
We'll get you out of jail early, maybe, so you don't have to spend time in a jail.
She'll
that
never go to jail.
cameras could
She'll
go.
never go to jail. She'll never go to jail.
I'm convinced of that.
She will never go to jail. They will tell the federal judge she cooperated. She was an outstanding witness for the state. Her agreement with the federal prosecutors will stipulate that no charges could ever be brought against her in the future. All right. She'll get a pass on everything from 1997 to 2020.
A supreme immunity agreement.
And actually, doesn't she kind of already have one? Because back in 2016, when she had that agreement with Alexander Acosta.
No, she doesn't
Right, 2009, she did. She had in 2009. She actually got
2009.
an immunity agreement in the plea deal, the Jeffrey Epstein, but it was 2009, not 2016.
Right.
But in 2009, she actually got immunity from the crimes that Jeffrey Epstein was being
But
prosecuted for.
only those crimes. Only those crimes.
Right.
Okay, just those crimes. I'm talking about a blanket immunity that they will pledge to her. She will never be
A
prosecuted.
stay out of jail card.
Yes. And most likely she will leave the United States and go live in Israel.
Which they conveniently left off of her passport list. They said that she had French, British, and American passports, but no Israeli passport.
And that way she can visit her father's grave in Jerusalem. Her father, who was a devoted Zionist spy.
And received a state funeral.
You better believe he got
No
a
less
state
than
funeral.
6 top intelligence officials came to.
And several present and previous prime ministers attended.
One of them even invested in one of his companies as late as 2018, Ehud Barak.
Maxwell smuggled weapons into Israel for the 1948 war?
Yes, 1948.
So all of our Palestinian friends, hey, Ghislaine Maxwell's father smuggled the weapons in that killed your parents.
And the Brits, too.
Yes. So she's wicked, she's evil, but I think she's going to walk if she testifies against Donald J. Trump.
Well, and she's got 2 key things she can tell prosecutors. The first is something we've already been told publicly. Where she was grooming the girls initially was the Mar-a-Lago, President Trump's elite club in Palm Beach.
Oh my. Keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, you bring this up, that Ghislaine Maxwell was grooming young girls at Mar-a-Lago. Do you know how devastating this is? Like, Donald Trump didn't know it. He didn't know what was going on. He didn't know Ghislaine. Yes, he knew Ghislaine Maxwell. She introduced Melania.
Yes.
That's
she
right.
arranged it.
She arranged it. She was the matchmaker. My personal view is she brokered the sale of Melania Trump to Donald Trump. Melania was, my hunch is Melania was recruited as a young girl in Eastern Europe, probably 13, 14 years old, promised a job, promised a career as a model. And I think some of these young girls, they said, hey, this one has talent. This one has potential. This one, we're going to make money off of her. And they were spared death. They were spared meeting Jeffrey Epstein's carpet grinder.
The one he had
Carpet
shipped
extractor,
to the
yes.
Virgin Islands.
So, they never got ground up. Their bones never got ground up.
So you would say, are you saying the most elite, most talented?
The ones that had potential survived and were used, and they made money off of
I
them.
think this involves people that would have hung out with the McCains. I mean, Cindy McCain at the beginning of this year admitted, this is on record now, that her daughter's friend, she doesn't name the friend, but we're talking about Meghan McCain's peers during the schooling years. One of them was a victim of the Epstein network. Well, we have to wonder here. The first is the Mar-a-Lago. The second part of that one is how soon did President Trump know? Because his defense has been, when he did find out or heard something bad about what was happening, really is related to Jeffrey Epstein. He said when he heard Jeffrey Epstein was grooming girls or approaching or trying to proposition girls, he revoked the membership. But there's no mention of Ghislaine.
But that doesn't fly with me because in a 2002 interview, Donald Trump said
that's right.
That Jeffrey Epstein and I, we both like beautiful women, and Jeffrey likes them a little on the younger side.
That's right. New York Magazine, 2002.
By younger, we don't mean 19 or 20.
Right.
He means younger.
Young, like the young girl who flew on the plane in 2000.
He
President Trump
clearly knew what that meant.
Right. So there's no pass in that for me at all. He knew. And he probably knew it was happening. And, you know, it's when he exposed Donald Trump to, you know, possible, you know, trouble outside of Mar-a-Lago. That's really when things had to
I
be
think,
taken care
Doc,
of.
the reason the two split is that they were fighting over a mansion in Palm
piece
Beach
of property.
County.
Yes.
or a girl.
No, I think it was that they were arguing. They were both trying to buy a mansion along the coast, and Jeffrey Epstein ended up getting it.
Right.
I think that was the split.
Well, before the split, this is according to Maria Farmer, this is the second major hole for investigators to look down. Maria Farmer claims that in her time with Ghislaine Maxwell, which is inside the period being investigated, 94 to 97, she claims that Ivana Trump, President Trump's former wife, went out with Ghislaine in their limousine and helped recruit the girls with braces, the young girls to be Victoria's Secret models.
Wait a minute. You just threw one at me. Say this again.
According to Maria Farmer, the most credible of the Epstein victims, because she actually has a driver's license with the address for Les Wexner on it. According to her, Ghislaine Maxwell went out with Ivana Trump, President Trump's Ivana.
His previous wife.
His previous wife from 77 to 91. They got divorced in 91.
What did they do?
They recruited. They looked for girls. That girl looked great. That girl's young. That girl has the right look. And they invited them into the limousine, got them, and then Maria Farmer would say she would see that same girl at the offices or at the home of
Maria
Jeffrey
Farmer
Epstein.
said she saw Ivana Trump.
Yes. That she told me that in the interview right here on
She
True
told
News.
you personally?
Yeah, oh, she told us on record. That's on record. And it's on record for the Department of Justice now if they want to use that. They need to look at that. Because Ivana Trump, according to Maria Farmer, was an unindicted co-conspirator in the recruitment and grooming of young girls.
And Ivana Trump was a Kabbalist.
That's right. Included a chapter in one of the books pen named under President Trump.
Now, is Ivana Ivanka's mother?
Ivanka, Donald Trump Jr., and Eric's mother.
So this is how Ivanka became introduced to Kabbalah.
That's right. Along with Tiffany
Yes,
Trump.
Through her mother, Ivana Trump. But you're saying that Ivana Trump was recruiting little girls with Ghislaine Maxwell.
According to Maria Farmer, and we know there are no child models for Victoria's Secret.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna Doc. They're going to indict Trump on trafficking girls.
Do you think they're actually going to go that far? Or
Yes. Yes.
Are they going to?
Oh, now
try
that
to
I've
get-
heard this, yes. Yes.
And all it takes is one. That's good to remember.
You don't need 10
You just
of
need
them.
one. One victim that you can prove it took place. One is enough.
And you've got that window from 1994 to 1997 that they're focused on.
They're going to apply the pressure to Ghislaine Maxwell. We're going to lock you up for 1,000 years. We're going to send you to the worst federal penitentiary on the planet.
Shit, and there you have it. You have it, man. Oh, man. Shit, damn. Ooh. He spoke life. The Gentile spoke life over that garbage. Okay? More power to them. But this is the shit that's taking place right here. You know? And meanwhile, you know, everyone's, you know, still, you know, not paying attention to nothing. Just like approximately like 20 minutes ago, this screen that I have here with the bright media lights, that just happened like 20 minutes ago, by the way. Yep. And I'm showing, because I don't know, I think this is California time right here. Yeah. But I'm actually, what time is it? Because it's late right now where I'm at. Yep. But anyway, you know, all this shit going on, there you have it. And he told you. And how dare them go and try to indict him and all of them. Because this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They're a network. A network. Now, even if the truth does come out, it just goes to show you how stupid these Trump supporters, you know, and especially, like, you know what, I feel the pain of, now this is me, I'm gonna express myself coming out of this whole illusion. Okay, me personally coming out of all this whole illusion at that time was, I felt for the children. My cry was always for the children, always for the children. The human trafficking, I'm totally against that. No, there's no need for that, you know, innocent children, you know. But anyway, innocent blood, you know, innocent blood, and everybody just, you know, they just doing, you know, what they doing, you know. And at this point, only a higher level can, you know, like that light right there coming, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And they playing with Mars and stuff like that, you know. But can you imagine? This is the whole network. This is the whole. That's why when I say y'all talk about Kabbalah, they would, like I've been said it. You know, it would hit the whole system. This illusion would have to be totally abolished. And in the process of resetting, it's going to be a storm. Okay, period. Get it? Because I'm telling you, the force is telling you. And the thing is that people don't get this. You know, and during this broken covenant, with all this crazy transgressing the laws, man, just squeezing the life out of the earth, man. These beasts of the field, that's what they do. You know, I just can't even believe, like, you know, I think it's like white people are still playing along with this shit. That is the sad part. I guarantee you, everything that been coming out with pictures and everything, and all they say, you want to know what the fuck they say? Oh my goodness, you want to know what the fuck they say? All they say, where's that shit at? I had a meme just for that, but I can't find it. So anyhow, I shall proceed, you know. And you know, just think about this meteorite right here that's just flying across the sky. What can that possibly be for these evildoers? Because people are not listening. So, and then you got them doing the most with Mars, Elon Musk, you know. Elon Musk. That's you know, we're gonna have some false signs and wonders with fire dropping from the sky, you know, and they keep playing, period. That's all that is. But I tell you what, the Most High is definitely in control, because if this starts falling everywhere, okay, and I'm telling you, like, I don't know, but going back in time in my mind, trying to, will probably be the most powerful thing you could ever try to do, you know. Go back into time in your mind, right? And try to retrap the miss elements that, you know what I'm saying, that you were supposed to, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, pick up on your way, you know, according to your path in life, you know. I'm telling you, everyone that comes across my path, you know what I'm saying, I don't take it for granted. Everybody has a purpose for everything you do. It is a part of your equation. It is a part of you. It is a part of your mind. They know this. Now you will know this. They know how powerful we are. They know that they're not even supposed to be tampering with this DNA. But what they do, go and create hospitals anyway, for the sake of sacrificing royal blood. And that's what the enemy had required. But of course, the sin of perdition has been revealed. And why is this so important at such a time? Because everyone has a gene in them that has officially awaken. And now that the light has switched on in you, right? So now you will begin to overstand and feel and maneuver your waves going through you, right? And say, what in the world is happening right here, right now on earth? What is going on? Don't you feel the shift? Look like a dark sky to me right there, man. Them clouds. That's kind of that's kind of real stuff there. They you know. But the Most High is still in control, you know. It's just all about knowing your stuff. It's all about celestial. We are radiation, electricity. We are, you know, not to even be tampered with. But of course, they human traffic. You hear the story. This fast forward from our ancestors. Fast forward. This is still going on with people like Trump's daughter, Epstein, Blasey blah. Now you get it? I'm going to just connect the dots for you. Because back then they had our ancestors in cages. Now fast forward, they doing it, you know, under the radar, you know, in fashion and modern. And who's benefiting off of all this human traffic? Don't get it twisted. Every politician in this political arena that they call wonderful, oh, great America. The land that was built and founded on blood and human trafficking and murdering, raping, stealing, killing, destroying. But they claim red, white, and blue. What is that? Shamefully, in disgust, they stand there and they say what they say. But everything that we'd ever do and every move that we make, their eyes are on us. And we accept it. But the yokes are coming off according to you. Now I will simply share with you and give you the little, you know, hint to see if you would catch it, you know. But that's totally up to you, you know. Some people, you know, are going to be people. They're going to be whatever they're going to be, you know. You can't change nobody. You can't do nothing. Some people catch on. Some people don't. Some people be like, yeah, okay, yeah, because they naturals. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is playing their fucking part in this world. Whether you accept it or not. You may think everything is good. Everything that look good ain't good. We already know this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we are like trees. What? The knowledge of good and evil. But you got some fruits? What are your fruits? That's cold. Period. Now if you have that gene in you, Bantu, you would already be shaking your head like, right. You know? Everything will look familiar. Everything because you came here to do your thing. Whether you know it or not, you know. Everyone has a plate, you know, and it's funny because Hollywood is an imitation of real life, you know. And I don't know how they get to, you know, take it and turn it into a make-believe and Alice in the Wonderland, so they say, right? This little Q movement was always about Alice in the Wonderland. And I feel so amazed to say, you know, how people with so-called high IQs, right, will run around here calling people low IQ or whatever they say. And they can't, I mean, they can't recognize simple shit because they simple. Simple people don't recognize simple shit because they too busy being fucking double-minded. But that's a whole nother video. But that's why we get motherfucking tangled up in each other's energies for no fucking reason. Because some of you fucking demons, you were born to do your part. And you just a fucking tangled up energy and are not stuck in your own fucking brains. And here on this channel, welcome to the divine appointment. Because you're not here by surprise. You're not here. No, you're here crossing your path. You feel me? You're here crossing that path, and you're gonna meet something there for you. You're gonna pick it up, you're gonna go, it's gonna stick with you. And you're gonna use it. It's gonna be powerful. But that's what we becoming. We're becoming who we need to be. You know? And ain't nobody gonna stop that. Now that's the first thing. You know, the first thing is denounce religion. I promise you. Like, once you free from that, bruh, you great. You are great. You know what I'm saying? You are great. Because it is us that make this whole... The Northern Kingdom is great, okay? You better start telling your oppressors the fucking history, you know? Like, Northern Kingdom natives are fucking great, motherfuckers. Yup. And even the tribe of Judah. Oh my God. What a wonderful, beautiful offspring, right? The hidden ones, the lost tribes. Oh, but no, the Anglo-Saxons, the Lurujabich Tabors, the Krasovrian mobsters, right? You gotta fuck with their energy, right? Beetlejuice, die, motherfuckers, right? Like, bitch, jump into the motherfucking, to the middle of nowhere, never come back, bitch. Go all the way down to the bottomless pit, make a right, all the way down, down. Go back down to the bitch. Period. Woo! And that's how you gotta praise your oppressors. Okay? Even though we were taught to love. See, I'm gonna go there with y'all, okay? Because I know the pain, baby. I know the pain. Love your enemy. Pray for your enemy. No, bitch, them days are over. I don't pray for your ass. And all you did was decrease my destruction, bitch. The fuck? And shit like that. And these motherfuckers, they look you in your face. They want to carry their guns, but they don't want you to carry your guns. What? Are you crazy, motherfucker? Why you want to carry your guns, but you don't want me to carry my guns? Like, fuck your fucking law. This is my fucking land. Get the fuck off my land. Everybody go get your fucking gun. Ugh. You know? Like, Martin Luther King's dream is really to be really free. Like, don't you feel that fucking free? Anyway, you know, they know whose territory they really on, though. They know it's not theirs. They know they just causing havoc and hell on earth. That's what they were put here to do, you know. The devil everywhere. Look no further than... Oh, these motherfuckers. Here they go. Here they motherfucking go. Here we go, motherfucking type motherfuckers. I'm telling you, that's the fucking world we live in. You know? And the only thing that they try to play, the best motherfucking card they ever played on us is that motherfucking Christian card. Because it's convenient to be sisters in the Christian world, but not in the motherfucking real world. And they want to just like, yeah, you know, keep your ass outside that motherfucking dream, because that your motherfucking curse is their blessing. Okay, baby? They gotta make sure, as long as your ass is docile and living in this fantasy and you worshiping that white Jesus, your ass gonna be with a fucking boot underneath your neck. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna get richer. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell motherfuckers, right? Look at the motherland, right? And look, like I tell motherfuckers, look around your house, right? Let me give you the economic printout, right? How I see it, right? Everything you have in your motherfucking house, as far as like speakers, laptops, flat screen TVs, or perhaps any motherfucking thing at this point, right? Concrete, treasures, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Come from the motherland. And it's funny, because I seen the sign, like how everybody got plans for Africa, but Africans. It's fucked up. It's so fucked up. So here we are. We go through all this, all because of the motherland. And all because these motherfucking hunkies don't have no land. No real land. I don't know what the fuck they got in their motherfucking land. Why the fuck they gotta be everywhere else trying to rule the world? You feel me? Because they were dying to do that shit. You know, once upon a time, when the tribes was the tribes and they was in the covenant, they was on top. That's how that goes, man. That's how that goes. But then they started worshiping Jesus and Muhammad, and that's when everything went all down. You know, see, so white people, they are definitely in love. In love. Check this out. Don't miss this. Can we play some chat? Hey, come here. I got a word for you. It's gonna be real quick, girl. Come here. Sit your ass here, right here, right here. Boom, boom. Yeah, I know. Because that shit, you give them like 2 years in church, and they wanna own your spirit. Like, bitch, you go in there, they are really crazy, okay? But anyway, harlots and warlocks, you know what I'm saying? We are living in a whole nother time where, you know, if you're not spiritual, you're not gonna survive this. You know what I'm saying? And let's get a little word up in here, you know. So you want to play church, you want to play with the Jesus stuff, and that is the only thing that's keeping us in bondage. And it's, you know what's so fucked up? Because it's so locked in y'all. It is so locked up. Christianity is a fucking curse. And it only benefits white people. I mean, that Jesus y'all be loving don't do what they do for the white people. Their Jesus? Shit. Bottom Benz, mansions, motherfucking temple prayer houses, all kinds of types of shit. You feel me? Like, this the world we living in. It's a fantasy. And meanwhile, you're the richest people on the face of the earth. But you just don't get it. The curse is real. And then we still trying to find ourselves. And China's building out the motherland. They building all kinds of types of fake ass phones, iPhones, and trying to compete with America, trying to duplicate their spaceships. Imagine everything they building. They building rockets out the motherland. They building all kinds of types of shit. You got Saudi Arabia robbing. They done robbed that fucking side of the gold. You got, all these motherfucking fake motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? All up in the indigenous land, like they was there first, right? They got this once upon a time motherfucking dream and shit. And all they did is ever inherit lies. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, like I said, they got Israel in captivity, and I got my page banned because I keep telling. You know what? I went to the biggest preacher out there right now on the face of the earth, and I challenged him, and you know what happened? My page got blocked. But you know what? I went in his motherfucking ribs. I took his motherfucking lungs. I looked at that shit. I scanned it. And I just threw it to the flame. And I said, listen here. You on your own, bruh. I warned you. Final. This stuff, the way they preaching, is horrendous. You know how much blood this fool got on his hands? And the scariest thing is the motherfuckers that do it, they want to be and sound the smartest, like they the smart of all. Like you the only one gifted, like, you know, you look like a fucking a sixth grader, a seventh grader trying to, talk, down to the world and do tricks, and everybody fucking loved you because you was great in your fucking videos, and that's fine. You got talent, B. You got talent, you know what I mean? And you was a great soldier and all this and all that. But now the time that we living in now, and you still saying that shit in 2020, you got me fucked up. Like, listen, that story had to end one time. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all want to be like fucking General Hospital, all my children and one life to live. You know what I'm saying? But no, motherfuckers, no. Okay? Them niggas is over. Ask Oprah. When you see that bitch, tell her I'ma fuck her up on the other side of the world. You know what I'm saying? Where, I ain't gotta worry about, all this shit over here. But when I cross over, now I'ma beat her ass on the other side of the world. No matter if she might not even go where I'm, because she not going where I'm going. See? Period. And that all handles it for itself. You know what I'm saying? She not going where I'm going. Pretty much. Y'all see that boy in the sky right there, that video, right? It's about to be raining on these hunkies. It's gonna be brimstone freaking hunky party time. You know what I'm saying? Brimstone, hunky, raining, fucking. And don't get this twisted. The slaves shall be destroyed with the heathens and their idols. So we gotta come out of Babylon, y'all. And if you ain't catch that, let me say this again. The slaves shall be destroyed with the heathens. Yes, the heathens. Your enemy, the heathens. You shall be destroyed with the heathens and their idols. Yes, their idols. If you don't know what idols look like, go look it up. Because, when we, people, and then idols can be that book, the way they read it. You're not supposed to worship it. You're just supposed to read it, get in the know, find out who you are, and wake up. They do this shit every Sunday on the wrong day, every day. For the rest of their life, we still like, and the Most High still waiting like, oh well, you let me know when you want them yokes off your neck, period. Because you got a lot of treasures to enjoy, a lot of freedom, real Martin Luther King, man, that mountain. Looking down, you hear me? Looking that you had a dream that you made it all the way to the top to the mountain to stop to just look down. Period. And in the middle of that mountain, you're stuck. There's no way out. You can roll out, you can run out, you can do anything you want to do, but there's no way out. And the only simple way out, it's just a click away from your mind, and you still won't believe the hype. I can't even. So I know you're like, well, what is it? Denounce religion. Period. What? She's like, what? Girl, bye. That religion shit ain't do nothing for us, baby. And it ain't. Let me tell you what it did. It stole your energy. You worship demons. And if anybody, you feel free to message me, Tiny McCordle, and we can go to the inbox and we're not gonna play school, we're not gonna play church. I'm just gonna show you simple, and it will be totally up to you to have simple comprehension level skills. You will have to read this shit and comprehend for what it is. And I know it's gonna be sounding so shady, because when you really pay attention and you really read it and you hear that it has always been about you getting your shit together some kind of type of way, and you just like want to be a part of this nasty ass world. See, instead of choosing the land and the treasures and the righteousness, we choose this nasty ass world. Boom, that's what happened. We fed this beast till it grew so big, like right now. And we were supposed to have been come out of slavery. How many times this button has been reset? Come on, let's be logical. Like, you can go from time all the way back down to time. Let's go back into time, okay? Because we wait in time. They trying to reverse time. You feel me? But unfortunately, that's not the case. But I tell you what, it's that time, motherfuckers. My sisters and my brothers, and all you fucking agents, and all you fucking tarantarans, and all you mi gentes, and my habibis, and oye locos, and mira hermano, me colonized fucking Negroes. We some colonized ass Negroes. From the north to the southern kingdom. You know what I mean? Let's get hype. You know? And they in our fucking land. And we need to get rid of these motherfuckers. It's the fight. The Armageddon. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? But they still gotta go to the Valley of Josaphat. They better take their asses up to the Valley of Josaphat. You feel me? I always say that. You gotta start all the way from the other side of the Monopoly board. You know what I mean? The real one. Shit. Man, listen. And they really do believe that they are so far in time that we can actually get lost. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Like, how lost can we be, Bill Gates? Oh, them motherfuckers are psychos, okay? They sit there like two fucking devils and contemplate on how they are going to kill you. See, that's why when I curse, I don't feel bad with this foul ass language, because it ain't mine. It was given to me by force, and it was passed on to me. And look how nice they speak. They speak so nice. They talking professionalism on how they gonna demolish your fucking ass with a vaccine. Can you imagine that shit, motherfucker? Yo, I can't believe they still walking the face of the earth. And you know what? That's why I said the Most High is gonna come through for those who are going to wake up. It's not a matter of who's selected, who's not. It's if you're going to wake up right now. Wake up right now. You have to wake up. In order to survive this, you have to wake up. You have to denounce religion. You have to come to reality. You have to get ready to receive your celestial, your Melchizedek. Because you're going to need that spirit. You're going to need that comet spirit. That fire that they fear. You know? And I'll tell you, when I say the genes are waking up, it is a gene that's waking up. That's what happened. That's the wave. And that's what they were scared of. They trying to do everything in their willpower. But the Most High, they know what the Most High got. Look, we got stuff in the sky, in the firmament, that will take out their CERN. It will take out their CERN. It will take out everything. It will shut them down immediately. And that's what you're going to be seeing in these latter days. They're going to be trying to do stuff and shoot stuff. And that shit is just going to pause in the sky. It's just going to pause right there. It ain't even going to do nothing. Yep. And then with the radiation, with all the 5G, you being fried right now. How many people are being cooked right now? You being cooked. Yep. Cooked. And some of these motherfuckers cannot take the radiation. It's too much for them. Especially in the heat. All that radiation in this heat. That's why they call themselves standing out there trying to poison people, right? And test you and put the chip in you. And these bitches was dying just from the sun. Whole at. That's the power we living in. Everything you do, you will rot in it. That's the power we living in. We have favor. Nothing that formed against us shall prosper. No weapons that formed against us, no viruses that formed against us shall prosper. The earth don't belong to Gentiles. The earth don't belong to Gentiles. The earth belongs to the indigenous. And whoever's the offspring will immediately be pulled in by nature. All about a seed. All about a seed. And that's right. It's a twin flame. It's a native Judith. It's a native bride and a southern kingdom bride. A northern kingdom bride, yes. That's what it is. It's a northern kingdom bride and it's a southern kingdom bride. That's what makes all the tribes. The twin flame. And the reason why Mexicans have that XX gene, because they have been mixed with offspring during slavery. That's the power that we receive as mulattoes, even though that's part of the dream of Daniel. But we wasn't asked to be born into that shit. It happened. But if you're a mulatto, because that's what Puerto Ricans, Dominicans are kind of like stuck. You got a lot of them that are stuck. You know what I mean? But they still have that gene. They have the native gene and the African gene in them. Those are the most two powerful XX genes on the face of the planet. The Y chromosome. The Y that keeps the blood. Like, I was just looking at a picture of my little cousin. My cousin is so native and so African mixed together. It's a black man with curly hair. It's crazy. Peep that. That's a powerful, powerful gene. They're not gonna tell you this, but they used to have us in human cages, human zoo, our ancestors. And I always play it. I have a video on there. I have a stash. I got my shit, my notes. If somebody ever try to be like da da da, I'll be like, yeah, look at here. This is what it is. And you know what? Every time we talk about history, they want to make it seem like we're racist. Why? Why? Who the fuck told your ancestors to do it? You know? It wasn't you, but the fact that you motherfuckers don't even acknowledge that you have Israel, the hidden ones, in captivity is fucking a little crazy. That you worship the synagogue of Satan. Like, it's ridiculous. And some of them are, that's why I say when some of them are guilty by being silent, because some of them, most of them read. If you notice this, the black Christian churches are only black Christian churches. You know, they have their Catholic hunky shit. So yeah, everybody's Christian, but they not rocking the same way. You feel me? So it was deception, yes, all around the world because of this stupid ass religion. And the false deities and the false dispensations that come with it, the illusion. The illusion of trying to be religious and poor. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But I'm almost sure these lands are so old, but yet still so rich. And I'm sure they have exploited and explored all the riches of everything from coming in here to just human trafficking people, slaves around the world. This is what we have, and this is our enemy. So this is what it is. And the thing is, they colonized the world with this shit. But if you go and you do the math, And you, I mean, it's like, okay, so where do we go from here, white people? What do you want to do, white people? You want to play this little game? You want to keep playing this little Anon, Kanon, fucking nonsensical ass game that y'all play with here on the internet, and play this little fucking connect the dot bullshit, and you know, and they motherfucking, even the own little bitch of bars will tell you, we know we're not the chosen ones. We're just Judaism. We're a religion. See, that's where religion came in so fucking docile. And I give you another tip, because I've done my research. I'm not going to give you too much. You're going to do your own. I'm going to give you a thirst and a hunger. Hopefully it'll hit a spot and a nerve to give you some curiosity to say, let me see something. I'm nosy. Let me be nosy for some real shit. You feel me? You go and you look up the Satanic Bible, and you know what's going to come up? It's going to come up, it's going to say Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. All in one. I don't know how that goes. When you figure it out, you tell me. But that's enough said. Because that is definitely, those are oppressed, decodes, recodes, and demolition, you know what I'm saying, to my motherfucking ears. You know. But we still don't get it. And you know what kills me? Because we like, oh, the illegals are going to take our jobs. Da-da-da, it's going da-da-da. This whole land, North America, Central America, South America, and the Caribbean islands was always like you know, something major, you know. That's what made the Northern Kingdom so great, you know. And the fact that South America is connected to South Africa. Boom. That's how that goes. South America is connected to South Africa. Are y'all hearing me? The twin. So we got to do better. We got to start trying to read. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do, but reading is everything. Reading is fundamental. We have to read to understand. Overstand, please. That's the problem right there. Understanding is horrible. It just leads you astray. So we have to begin to overstand and understand that this information that we reading is a chessboard for these motherfuckers. That they play chess according to this prophecy, because people are playing church with them. They're feeding the beast. You get it now? So while they busy playing church, they like, oh, we're gonna do this sketch. Oh, we're gonna do that sketch. But nobody's doing it better than the Most High. You feel me? Because when the ones that are waking up and they really reading this Bible, and you go and you look at the churches, you have the power to shame them to nothing, and that's all you need to do. You shame them to nothing with this where you cut them up. That's why they watered it down, because it's so powerful. And you know what? When you know your enemy, and you can really rebuke him like that, that's powerful. To cut him up with the truth. Like, get the fuck off my land, you motherfuckers! You think I'm what? Your slave in your captivity system? Get the fuck off my land. Fuck your fucking economy. Get the fuck out of here. We're natural survivors. We instant. Like that. But see, when we got motherfuckers sucking the life out of us almost to nothing and oppressing us, how the fuck can we? That's why. That's the fight. That's what we gotta come out of. That part. That part. That part right there. That part. I gotta get goofy out this motherfucker cause I don't want nobody, you know, I don't want no 1 ounce of anybody's fucking blood to be on my hands. So if you think it's easy trying to sound this alarm, and I promise you, you know what, my my inner, my guardians, you know, they talk to me, you know. You think that they not, and I'm not gonna say too much, but all I know, the skies is lit in front of my window all the time. Period. Celestial. Melchizedek. We need to learn our power. That's why I tell y'all, go and learn about yourselves. Learn about your blood. Learn about your eyes. Learn about your toes. Learn about your kneecaps. Learn about your elbows, you know. Learn about you. You know, when you learn about you should want to know what's in your body. You should want to know your plasma. You should want to know your heartbeat. You should want to know your heart rate. We need to be trying to fucking... We should be drinking so much tea and ginger and all kinds of types of shit to clean our systems out with all these electronics and all this iron shit going on in the air. Just make sure you stay teed up, gingered up, garlic up, honeyed up, vegetables up, greens up, kales up, fucking... You know what my favorite is? I like to do me some strawberry smoothies with some banana, blackberries, blueberries, all that good shit. You know, pineapples from fresh, cut that shit up, throw it in the freezer, especially in a time like now. And what I do is I go and I throw some apple cider vinegar. That shit kills heavy metals. That shit kills all kinds of types of shit in your body. And heavy metals is a big thing because we're fighting we fighting because we are radiation. We fighting shit that we're breathing in, you know. So when you clean yourself every day with just tea, ginger, lime, turmeric, fresh turmeric, every day you put all that shit in a nice hot steam tea. You don't need a green tea bag. Fuck all that. You just want that right there to feed your... Drink like 3 cups of them shit, morning, noon, and night. You know, put some apple cider in that shit. Clean heavy metals out your system. That's their fucking worst nightmare. They would never want them. They never want this information to be out. Who gives a fuck? And the less heavy metals you have, that's the less you respond to their fucking bioweapons towards you. You know, some people are so fucked up in the head, they easily triggered. They just inhumane. They become agents. They are their fucking targets. They hear their voices. Those are the ones that are led astray. It's a fucked up frequency. That mechanism is so off. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. That's why this shit is so in turmoil. People are just unhealthy. They just yearning that fucking pork and all that swine they have in their system, all that bacon. That's too much bacon. The bacon is just like... Clean your fucking houses up. Your cabinets your shit is being scanned, yo. You not want no motherfucking pork in that shit, B. You don't want no pork. You don't want none of that shit. You don't want none of that shit. Yo. You don't want none of that shit. You want some pure, and that's hard too. That's hard, but I try to eat a lot of zucchini, squash, all that good shit. Salad. You could be full off of a salad and a smoothie. Boom. That should be so good, and it cleans you out. Then you go and you just drink water. You put some lime and some apple cider in your shit. Always clean your system out in whatever you drinking. That way, your mind is peaceful. Your nerves are at ease. You Gucci. You at peace. You at peace within yourself. You walk in the streets, you on point, everything, you alert, you 101, you inspect the gadget out this motherfucker, you got your gun, you out here, you doing the damn thing, you all in the know, you motherfucking trying to save your people, you trying to be in, you trying to be the one, you trying to motherfucking be that one. You know what I'm saying? There's so many saviors right now rising. Did you catch that? Well, are you a savior? Rise up, rise up. Who will take a stand? Who will take a righteous stand? For your children, period. For your mama, for your papa, for your juniors, for your princess, your queens. And you know what? You know what would be nice? I speak life over this before I log off. I speak life over the kings and the queens reunion. And I speak energy over this and manifest it. So it be that in order to win this, I speak life over the daughters of Zion and the kings of Zion. The Most High guides Zion. Never mind what's going on around the world. Just know that the Most High, you're the apple of the Most High's eye. That's it. That's all that matters. And the world hates you for that. But that's why you're supposed to rise. Come together. I speak life over this. Come together. Mothers, sons, sisters, brothers, cousins, friends, families. I speak life and love over us. And our broken down communities, but no matter what, we still rise. We still stand firm. We still shake the earth. The salt of the earth. The salt of the earth. The peculiar people. The one and onlys. No matter how much the Christians try to steal that and call themselves being drafted in. And the reason why I say that, because, hey, there's a chosen people that they never even once even recognize. That's scary. But they speak prophecy and they carry on in these front store churches with these pastor pork chops and they filthy, dirty ass robes. The most disgusting thing I have seen today was black African men in white Christianity Roman robes holding a white statue. That motherfucker. That's all I could say. Excuse my French. I said, somebody give me that fucking statue. I'm gonna beat you on your fucking head with that shit. You fucking pastor pork chop motherfucking human trafficking ass beast of the field. You fucking nasty ass motherfucker. You done lost your motherfucking mind, crazy ass rabbit ass. Got us out here looking crazy fucking motherfucking Nigerian ass pastors thinking you and the Pope gonna cook us like motherfucking 4th of July bitch barbecue hell motherfucking know y'all motherfuckers got served. That's why your motherfucking flag got burned, all that motherfucking shit. And ain't nobody trying to hear your motherfucking white shit. And nobody give a fuck about you. And y'all saying, you know. Boy, we done motherfucking hit a home run. Okay? Thanks to, what's his face? I'ma call him Messiah, the Messiah in the making from Chicago. From the 312 area. The one and only. The one and only. Yes. Came out with the guns. You feel me? Did you hear one of that? No. Let's take a look at this one more time. Period. Period. ark turned Chicago upside down. The 144 Yahweh Grail Ark King Jahi Johnson. The Holy Blood. The Holy Grail. What? Period. Period. The Elohim lineage. The 144 Yahweh Grail Ark. Oh, period. The Elohim lineage. Ooh, that sounds so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Children of offspring out here. Yahi. Revealer of perfect mysteries. Revealer of perfect mysteries. Woo. Look at the codes in that, y'all. Look at the codes in that. Little fucking woolhounds. Little fucking woolhounds. Bone chicken wong-wongs. Chicken wing motherfuckers. The chicken wing motherfuckers. You feel me?
Lakefront Black Angels. 312-612, which is the birthday. June 12th. Short woman, tall man in black. King David's son, Holy Grail King. All right. Traffic barrel, police barrier, garbage can, woman jogging. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. And I wrote that for a reason. I'll show you why. Okay, if you look close, it's set up like a what? Sun and the moon. Okay? Traffic barrel, police line, blue garbage can, female jargon, manifestation of Christ, keeper of keys and kings. All right? If you look at it good, that's the sun and the moon. It's like a Masonic lodge. The moon in blue, the sun in orange. So that's why I wrote down Aleister Crowley. Traffic barrel, polo line, blue garbage, jogger. Okay? Reason I put polo. Now, orange, white, blue, gray. Orange, white, blue, gray. Where do you see that at? In the traffic barrel, the garbage can, and the woman. Orange, white, blue, gray. Orange, white, blue, gray. So you got to write down everything, man. Okay? Got to write down everything. Got to write down everything. Okay? Orange. Police, nigger, aliens. The big boy. Now notice orange is 312. And that's how you break a ceremony down. Blue. David, 144 gene. Gray is the X gene. Right? Jean Grey. Okay? King David in Chicago, Illinois. Why aren't you noticing police see you? Run, Gabriel. White, orange. Are you noticing? Why aren't you noticing? Traffic barrel, garbage can line. Okay, that's how that lines up. You follow me? FEMA, EU, CU. The female, EU, FEMA, EU, female, FEMA, CU, Jahi. I don't give a damn. Okay? So I can't fake this because I actually have the blood type, is what I'm trying to teach you. So when people say, oh, man, you're an actor, you're a psyop, you're a shield. How, nigga? Like, I got the blood they looking for in my body. That's a problem. Rise up, Gabriel, run. I am the chosen one. The time has come. David is hidden in Chicago. He has the 140 gene. He's a messenger angel. So that's why they show her running. They really want the ceremony to take place like they wanted to because they want to control the outcome. Jahi, Holy Grail, Ark of the Covenant, God's Son, Children of Reliance, Perfect Mysteries, Ancient Awakens. Yeah, definitely. X marks the spot. See how you got to fool around with it? Inherit the kingdom. Goes right down to David in Chicago, back to Bantu Cohen genes. X marks the spot where the genes are at. Israel's Holy Grail lives in Chicago. 144,000. Like I told you, I might put some of these slides twice because it's multiple videos I put together. Okay? No pissing in the park, right? You can't piss in parks. So I left the P off. Are you following me? I left the P off. It's outside the line, so I left it off. Nuclear X gene in Chicago Arc. Target Jahi, Chicago, Illinois. He has RH negative blood. Nuclear X gene in Chicago Arc. Can you dig it? Nuclear X gene in Arc. Jahi's a real Arc, son of destruction. Just like that, man. You gotta peel that baby back. You get the answer. Target Jahi, Nuclear X gene in Arc, Grail Prince, Holy Grail Sealer, Chicago, Reincarnation King David. So I'm showing you all this stuff. That's why they closing the parks down. They're ready to get at the brother. Ready to get at Israel. Now I went over the trucks too that were in the pictures. 7536. Thank you, God the King, who is my twin flame. God is coming for you. All right, you take that down to Ubuntu Cormier 3777. 7536. Receive the protection from God Almighty, God's most loved and holy baby angel, Gabriel. The holy blood and the holy angel, sacred bloodline of Christ. So these were the police cars that were in the picture. Are like, oh, that looks suspicious. Like, that don't look like a real police picture to me. Truck 7536, divine bloodline of Christ, holy bloodline of Jesus, the Jew angels, river, Gabriel. Okay? Police truck 7536, next King of Israel. Right down Jahi's bloodline of force radiation. So these breakdowns get easy when you know what to look for. Like, that was looking suspicious. They had 2 orange cones. Turns out they God's son, King David. Okay? Like, this whole thing was a psyop. It's like they're shutting down the parks because this is happening. Now, why are blacks dying at a higher rate from COVID-19? Bullshit. Shut down Chicago. The tribes of Israel. Let's go into that. Let's go into that picture. I'm gonna show you something about that picture and connect it back to a rapper. You see, the reason she was wearing that jacket, not because it meant socks, because they're connecting in color now. I taught you about that, colors and signs. Megan Thee Stallion, pink equals Jahi Kojo Pili, right? Goes DNA in Chicago. Megan Thee Stallion, the comeback king. Captain Hook. Captain Gabriel Hook. There it is. All right? Captain Hook, blood sacrifice, Lord God's DNA, the Christ child, the trumpet, Kobe Bryant. So I told you Kobe was symbolic of the ceremony being acted out. You always got to act it out before you do it. So what's the true purpose of 5G? Year 2020, return to the gods. What's the true purpose of 5G? What does 5G do? Okay. America's boy king, Prince, he knows the 5G is a military weapon. The Phoenix priesthood is the end of government shutdown. Then they're going to bring out the 666. Okay? Or should I say the Phoenix priesthood is the reason for the government shutdown. All right, when they say that everything's good, they're going to bring out the microchip. They're going to say, oh, it's going to be better if you guys can use this. Now, 5 represents the war with the UFO. Remember, it's 5G. See? 5, war, UFO. Goes right down to 144. Okay, like the picture where it said 10-4. 10-4. 5. Now, G represents the Gemini. The fire bride, gene twin, all right? Fire, bride, Gemini, vaccine, rose, moon. Was not the moon pink on April the 7th, the 8th? So that's why things are speeding up. I can't stress that enough. Now, the rose pink moon causes mutations. And that's why you always see like the monkeys and the color pink in cartoons. Okay, rose, moon, changes. Now, remember the monkey in the movie Rampage, his name's George. Okay? That's why 5G logos are usually pink. They pretty much they showing you the radiation moon. And, you know, Pinky, King, the Pink King, Pinky. Angel Gabriel is Pinky. If I told you my sibling's name, you would crack up. 5G removes oxygen from inside, keeps cosmic radiation outside. Simultaneously, they're trying to keep the twins apart. See, 5G network, the twins, the storm, Ruach Kodash, David, the Elijah. Well, he's under the bubble. Micaiah is outside the bubble. But the funny thing about it, when the chariots came, they were under the frequency. They just popped up and left. 5G killing network. Global killing network have the same value. Figure that out. 5G network and global killing network have the same value. That should raise my brows. Shouldn't it? I think it should. 5G global killing network, the 12 tribes of Israel. Just like that. A whole go of 5G is just like the microchip. Remember 2020, the spiritual energy is rising. See, 2020, year of the boy king, Wuhan coronavirus, Jair absorbed radiation down to Trump's shutdown, and that goes through back to the reincarnation of King David. All our politicians work for a Zionist, so they have the same agenda. Ark David coronation, 5G blocks cosmic reign, military world wars. Let's put it to the test. 5G blocks cosmic reign, military world wars, Ark David coronation. 5G network virus, okay, right down to 5G is a frequency virus, global thermonuclear war, RH negative blood X gene agenda. There it is. Iran, North Korea, Russia, America's adversaries emboldened to flex their muscle amid coronavirus. Just like that, man. Just like that. And they tell me I don't know what I'm doing with these numbers. Are you crazy? King David's why reincarnates. Micaiah is coming for Gabriel, President Donald Trump's wall, Barack Obama's president, Purple Prince airport mural. Bam. Just like that. Now, the entire time they were showing us, after the wall is complete, Obama will return. After the wall is complete, Obama will return. Wall Obama. Wall Obama. After the wall is complete, Obama will return. We got the wall up. Now let's put their asses inside the microchip. It's a 1-2 punch. You get the 5G built, I'll get the microchip. Archangel Gabriel in Chicago, Illinois. Barack Obama's the president. The hexagram mark. All come out to 666. The hexagram mark, King David in Chicago, Illinois. Okay, that's why Obama's going there. He was made for this mission. Now, why is the microchip being pushed so hard? I told you 2020 is the year of the black gods. And they know it. Okay? The living God is pure gamma ray. Holy Grail King, 2020, the year of the Monkey King. All have the same numbers. They all have the same numbers. Spiritual energy is rising, increase in radiation. That damn simple. Zionist Israeli coronavirus killer bioweapon. National Aeronautical and Space Administration, United States presidential election, of course, Masonic Judeo Central Intelligence Agency, celestial power to defeat enemies. All of them line up. Okay? Now, look at this picture right here. That's a problem. I always tell you guys what radiation does for natives, and they show you in the comic books, but you think it's just a game. It's the reason they're green. It's the reason they're big, okay? They were showing us the entire time through the Phoenix currency. Radiation Elohim, the hexagram mark, super niggers, okay? Radiation Elohim. Radiation Elohim, that's what they are, radiation Elohim. We changed with radiation. Weaponized Bantu DNA, radiation mutation. Weaponized Bantu DNA, radiation mutation. Now, weaponized angel RH negative blood. Jaiz Neo, the big white gorilla, the Tower of Babel. Why is all this in 312773? Those are Chicago area codes. You know the new Matrix is being shot in Chicago. Rampage with the big white gorilla was in Chicago. 5G equals black superhero killer. 5G shields the Hulk, Thor, and the Flash from the beam of light. They're the 144 X-Men. And that goes right back down to 144. I don't have to make this up. It's right there in the number if you guys know what to look for. Archangel, 5G shield, okay? And you go 5G shields, David blood. Archangels down to Hidden Son, Boy King. So you can figure out as much as you want to if you can do the investigation. Radiation blocking currency, the Phoenix microchip.
Y'all get it now? They literally trying to fucking every black Latino. They not really ready for us the way they say they are. But trust me, make no mistake, and don't think that they haven't thought of it. And I'll go a step further just to show you, to seal the deal in your mind, to give you some assurance that you need to denounce religion right now. And if you don't, that'll be up to you. But your blood won't be on my hands. So let's take a little clip. Let's go for a little clip real quick.
Hispanics represent the majority of deaths. In Milwaukee County, blacks are 25% of the population, but almost 50% of the cases and 75% of the deaths. So what's going on? Well, it's alarming. Hispanics represent the majority of deaths. In Milwaukee County, blacks are 25% of the population, but almost 50% of the cases and 75% of the deaths. So what's going on? New York City, Hispanics represent the majority of deaths. In Milwaukee County, blacks are 25% of the population, but almost 50% of the cases and 75% of the deaths. So what's going on? Well, it's alarming, but it's not surprising that people of color have a greater burden of chronic health conditions. African Americans and Native Americans, develop high blood pressure at much younger ages. It's less likely to be under control and does greater harm to their organs. Puerto Ricans have higher rates of asthma, and black boys are 3 times as likely to die of asthma as their white counterparts.
It is a chilling sight, a mass grave, rows of coffins as burials quadruple in New York. This is Hart Island, where the bodies of those with no known family are temporarily interred, some simply unable to pay for a funeral. On the 7 line, more signs of the cruel inequity of COVID-19. Many of the passengers are black and Hispanic. New data suggests they're twice as likely to die from the virus than white people.
Hispanics represent the majority of deaths. In Milwaukee County, blacks are 25% of the population, but almost 50% of the cases and 75% of the deaths. So what's going on? Well, it's alarming.
It is very alarming. And it's not a game. And they don't plan on stopping. So, remember that little story they tell you in the Holy Spirit, during the chipping time and they try to tell you how all these stories go, right? But it's all about celestial. It's all about how in the know you are, how well aware you are of your surroundings, what is going on. We have been shut down. We excuse me, they have turned us into robotic creatures to the point where we don't think for ourselves. We live on a laptop that thinks for us. We live on phones that think for us. We do not even intend to think for ourselves anymore. We totally depend on, and which is cool. So here's what you do with that. Come on now. Gotta get that power in. Knowledge is power. Very important. And that's why everything is spreading like wildfire. But I'm going to go a step further. Okay? Because I think I always show this, but I'm going to show it again. Because it goes with the puzzle. Okay? I'm always connecting the dots. That's what I do. That's what watchmen on the wall do. Gotta sound that alarm. An alarm I'm sounding, we really need to be sounding. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about like not fearmongering, but get ready. Get ready. Just get ready. You know what I mean? I'm looking for the video right now. And it's not a game. Where is it? It is not a game. It's actually it looks familiar. Tell me this shit right here does not look familiar. The oppressors, they're like vultures. The hypocrisy, the ludicrous, and this illusion that we live with them, it's just hideous. So inhumane. They dehumanizing us more and more. And when I say us, I'm guilty of a lot of things, but I'm pushing forward. I would never disclude myself from anything that I'm preaching right now, because I minister over myself. Let's play some church, but let's play real church, right? But I got a video here real quick before I log off, and I want to leave this right here as the blueprint. Okay, you can see that the devil talks, your oppressors talk, your enemies talk to you, but you don't listen, or maybe it didn't register. But let's go down memory lane, okay? Real quick.
Some of the video for you right now, and we've been showing some of it as well while I've been talking here, where, again, interspersed with the firefighters and other legitimate things, it shows the military rounding people up, and every one of them is black. Now, that's newsworthy right there. I've been to these drills where they all are farmers wearing John Deere caps and stuff, saying, you can't take my land, you can't take my guns. Very scary stuff. But it was a black farmer, white farmer, Hispanic farmer. Little extra black folks. I mean, obviously saying, oh, it's for Al-Qaeda, that's a bad group, but it's really for all Americans. Oh, well, blacks, they're kind of looked down on quietly by some people. Oh, look, it's for blacks, so it's okay. And it's military and white guys, white civilians looking on as groups of blacks tump over cars and, get rounded up and thrown behind barbed wire. I mean, this is pretty outrageous. But don't expect Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton, the race baiters, to say anything. They're just there to create more racial division in this country, not actually point out that there's preparation to target black communities. Not actually point out that there's preparation to target black communities. Not actually point out that there's preparation to target black communities, which are under gun control like Chicago and has the highest crime rate in the world, which are under the fake drug war that's bringing down Chicago, just like Mexico's collapsing. It's the policies that are causing this cultural collapse. But here's some of the promotional video hiding in plain view.
It's not meant to depress you.
It's meant to make you aware. It's not meant to make you walk out of here feeling like there's no hope. It's meant to make you walk out of here saying, I got to get busy in informing my brothers and sisters what's really going on so that we can prepare ourselves for what is coming. The information that I'm going to share with you, personally, I have researched it along with many of my colleagues, and we found a lot of this information in the United States Library of Congress. A lot of this information has finally been declassified after being held away from the masses or kept back from the masses after many years. Because of the satanic, evil, and clandestine objectives contained in this program called the King Alfred Plan, it is imperative, it's necessary that those people whom God has called to be watchmen and watchwomen on the wall alert the people. There's a passage in the scripture that says, woe unto the watchman that sees danger coming and don't say nothing, because then the blood of the people will be on their hands. But when the watchman on the wall proclaims and cries loud and spares not and lifts up their voice, as the scripture says, as a trumpet in Zion, to show the people what's happening, if the people still fall for it, then the blood is off of the watchman's hands. So today, as the watchman on the wall, it's my duty to inform y'all of some stuff that you might not know about. Do my best, Doc. Let's go back in time a little bit. Let's go back approximately 40 years ago. Between the years of 1960 and 1964, an organization called the National Security Council. Have y'all ever heard of that before? I know you have, because we talk about national security memorandums. Well, the National Security Council developed a government program called the King Alfred Plan. This program actually details the arrest, detention, encampment, and extermination of the black and Hispanic or Latino population of this country. No other race of people have had a program written for them but the black, and of course in 1984 it was amended to include the Hispanic population. President Reagan, along with the ex-director of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, Louis Goffredo, proposed this amendment in 1984, on April 6th of 1984, and hence you have the additional code name Rex 84. It's important that you understand, brothers and sisters, why this program has been put in place. You need to understand the drastic measures that have been strategically designed for our destruction. It's important that you understand, brothers and sisters, why this program has been put in place. You need to understand the drastic measures that have been strategically designed for our destruction. Let's see what's going to happen here. They didn't write this, brothers and sisters, without a plan to make it happen. Let me say that one more time. They did not go through the trouble of writing this without a plan to pull it off. The King Alfred Plan, the United States of America King Alfred Plan, codenamed Rex 84. Here's what it says, and I'm going to read quickly. In the event of widespread and continuing and coordinated racial disturbances in the United States, King Alfred, at the discretion of the president, underline that and then look at the person next and say, this is why no black man can be the president. You got to understand, people, this program was written for black people. They ain't gonna, hey, listen, I don't know. What's Secretary of State's name? Colin Powell. I don't know. He seems to be a little disgruntled, but when you got people like that supporting the white agenda, you know, it makes you wonder. They might be able to put somebody who looks black in the Oval Office. It says, at the discretion of the president, King Alfred is to be put into action when? In other words, when the president of the United States, not Congress, not the House, not the Senate, not the House of Representatives, not the Senate, when the president declares this emergency, it's to be implemented immediately. Participating federal agencies, what are they? National Security Council, what else? Central Intelligence Agency, Federal Bureau of Investigation, Department of Justice, Department of Defense, Department of Interior. Participating state agencies, what are they? National Guard units, state police. Participating local agencies are what? City police and county police, that's right. Now, one of the things you need to understand, brothers, let me make this notation before we read further. In addition to the law enforcement agencies that we just mentioned, in 1982, there was a guy named Oliver North. Y'all have heard of him, right? Oliver North and Ronald Reagan got together, and the two of them amended the King Alfred Plan. And their amendment became known as Rex 84 because it was signed by Ronald Reagan in 1984. Now, the original plan was signed by Lyndon Baines Johnson, but Ronald Reagan amended it to include the Hispanic population. Originally, it was, what we're going to read, it was just written for blacks. But in 1984, Oliver North and Ronald Reagan amended it to include the Hispanic and Latino population. What's really deep, brothers and sisters, is this. The neo-Nazi groups, this is all a part of the amendment in 1984. The neo-Nazi groups in Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, along with state militia groups, like the Missouri militia, the Michigan militia, the Minnesota militia, all of these white paramilitary groups that have their training grounds out in the woods and stuff that y'all, I'm sure y'all know about that, right? I hope you know about that. Well, the amendment in 1984 was written to include them automatically being deputized when the president declares the emergency. And all of these other groups will be deputized by the federal government to round up blacks and Hispanics for encampment. This is not good news, brothers and sisters. I'm not here to make you feel good today. I'm here to make you aware today. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Now, brothers and sisters, if y'all are thinking for a moment that there's going to be worldwide empathy or sympathy for us, don't think that. Now, I'm going to tell you why I say that, y'all. Because y'all remember when James Baker was Secretary of State? Well, James Baker developed a policy with Russia and Canada. These other governments have created what's called a United States European base to exterminate blacks and Latinos in Africa, South America, the East and West Indies, Cuba, and Puerto Rico. I mean, they're working. Why? Why are we targeted? Think about that. I mean, they're working. Why? Why are we targeted? Think about that.
50-year-old Walter Scott, he's the guy in the green shirt running away from Officer Michael Slager. The officer fires 8 times. You heard the gunfire there. Scott falls to the ground. Slager then walks up to Scott, handcuffs him before backup arrives. Now, this confrontation started as a traffic stop.
We taking it to the fucking streets.
He ain't deserve that.
That's right.
He ain't deserve that.
House like that. Tell me why you came in my house like that. You killed my grandbaby. You killed her and you tried to blame me. You know I never touched you, Mr. Weekly. You know I never touched you. You know you wrong. You know you wrong. You wrong. She was only 7 years old. She was only a baby, man. She was sleeping and I told y'all, let me get my granddaughter. And y'all didn't even give me a chance. Why y'all do this to me? I get no sleep. I'm sick. I'm sick as hell. I get no sleep. The flashbacks, I wouldn't wish them on nobody in the world. I wouldn't wish this on nobody in the world. That has to watch that 7-year-old granddaughter get their grades right.
Supreme Cloud Soundmaker.
It all started in the Bible, Deuteronomy 28. King James Version, you can check it. We from Israelite. Oh yeah, and it shall come to pass. African slavery was made legal in the Spanish Caribbean in 1501. Slaving our mothers, our fathers, and some lost their lives. Many heroes died during the process. Puerto Ricans are part of Africans. They're trying to tear us apart, brainwash us, but we still Africans. Black is beautiful, Black is original. Black is beautiful. Hey, yeah. Black is beautiful. It's beautiful. Black is original. Black is beautiful. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Our skin is the weapon that they fear. They see us as a competitor for the long run with the Hebrews from Israelite. Yeah. They're trying to paint it black and red. They're trying to make us lose our way. But we the God-chosen people. We gon' make it, we gon' bring it back home. Africa, we gon' get the throne back. Oh yeah, it's a working process. We black and we beautiful. We strong, we not gonna stop. Black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. Black is original. Yeah, yeah. Black is beautiful. Hey, yeah. Black is beautiful. Beautiful, intelligent. Black is original. Black is beautiful. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm black and I'm proud of who I am. I'm black doesn't mean I'm daft. Blacks are intelligent, hardworking and diligent. Oh, yeah, yeah. Put all the colors in this world together. All that we give you is black. And I'm proud to say I'm black. I'm proud of who I am. They try to isolate us, but we find. They push us to the world, but we still here. Trying to abuse us, we getting stronger. Blacks are exceptional. Black is beautiful. Black is original. I'm so real. Black is beautiful. Yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. Black is beautiful. I'm proud I'm black. Black is original. Black is beautiful. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget where you're from. If you're black all around the world,
Puerto Rico.
you're black. Your skin is worth more than gold. Diamonds.
It's Clarion.
Tiny Macado.
It's Supreme Cloud Soundmaker.
He's Clarion. Tiny Macado. Yeah. Let's take it back a little. When they gave us our freedom, yeah, we thought everything would be okay. Never knew they upgraded the slavery. Misery and misery is what we see. Agony and pain is all we feel. In the red slavery is all we're doing. Yeah. Even the Chinese trying to take over our lands, trying to steal our resources. Africa, we gon' rise up, get it thrown back. Hey. In the red slavery is what we're doing. In general, oh yeah. If we can come together, blacks all over the world, we can conquer. With one voice, one mind, we can conquer this. With one voice, one mind, someday we'll win. It's so painful and pity how we living. Hope someday we gon' free. My brothers and sisters, let's rise up so that we can win this race. We've been working a time, but they're depriving us from our rights. This is the right time for we to get up and take what's yours and mine. They've been fooling us, they're fighting us, trying to turn our back to each other. Enough is enough. Let's rise up cause we want. Yeah, yeah. In the red slavery is what we're doing. In general, oh yeah. If we can come together, blacks all over the world, we can conquer. With one voice, one mind, we can conquer this. With one voice, one mind, someday we'll win.
Yeah. Can't do this alone. I need you, my black brothers from all over the world. We need to join hands together and fight for our rights.
Oh no.
Yeah. One voice, one mind, one soul, one
maker.
Tiny Makati. Why we always fail to see the truth? Why we don't listen to us? Why can't we be a brother's keeper? Yeah. Why are we selling out our rights? Why can't we come together as one? Why don't we know we're kings and queens? Know your butterfly, yeah. Why don't we know we got the royal blood inside of us? Because we're original blacks. Why? Listen to your soul cry. Why? Crying for freedom. Why? Why?
Don't support the phonies. Support the real. You know what I mean? How can these people be talking about how they're so real and they don't care about our communities?
Tupac Shakur. I wish I could turn back the hands of time, but I guess it's not too late. I wish I could correct the wrongs. Say this dream is real. We need to put our hands together. We can achieve greatness. Get away from. We can make it if we try. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. Don't fake it, yeah. It's a real movement, yeah.
We're privileged to be welcomed in the home of the former African Union Ambassador to the U.S., Dr. Arikana Jombore-Ko. We will be discussing
something that simple. We are unable to accomplish it because when you go to that boardroom table with a colonized mind, your thinking is colonized, the outcome is colonized. It is sickening. Even as I sit here, speaking as an ambassador, but also speaking as an African, to see the obvious situations, a brick that needs to be moved from point A to point B. Well, guess what? It's got to go all the way to Z and then back before it gets to B. What is wrong with this picture? It goes back to the mind.
This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number one in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody.
Nobody.
Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. You must have basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence.
I'm proud. Yeah. Lance.
Supreme Cloud Sound Maker.
Christopher Columbus, 1492, to the north, yeah, yeah. Christopher Columbus was an Italian master, yeah, Navigate to complete for fire gas across Atlantic Ocean, yeah. Now ways for European exploration, exploitation, yeah. And the colonization of America.
Supreme Cloud Soundmaker.
Christopher Columbus came here 1492 to the north, yeah, yeah. Christopher Columbus was an Italian master, yeah. Navigate to complete for fire gas across Atlantic Ocean, yeah. Now ways for European exploration, exploitation, yeah. And the colonization of America, yeah. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with chips. By the way whereof I speak unto thee, you shall see them no more, and they shall be sold unto your enemies, for both men and both women, yeah, and no man can buy you, 'cause you are king, and you serve the living God, yeah. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. The mighty God, even the Lord has spoken. Call the earth from the rising sun to the going down, yeah. And out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, yeah, gonna shine, oh, yeah, yeah.
My goodness, that's my homie, Scotty on, and he do get down, and this is the jump off for the team, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is for the team right here.
Oh Lord of mercy, it's Clarion.
Speedy on the beat.
I'm on the low like yeah. I ain't got no penny on me, and you know that too, yeah. But you always smile when you passing by, yeah. Could this be love? It's all I'm asking myself, every day, every night, every second, yeah, yeah, yeah. I just want you to be mine, yeah, yeah. Conco below, silent in your oh, yeah, yeah. Conco below, silent in your oh, let's go down, taking me as I am. I just wanna say thank you is all I have to say. I just want to take you back to the days we made. One lick and one share, one sleep, all is all I've got. You don't mind, used to stick with me. You don't mind, used to roll with me. It's time for me to give you wings to fly. You were there for me when I need you, yeah, yeah. You were there for me when I need you, yeah. Come go below. It's all in your world. Oh, yeah. Come go below. It's all in your world. What it do? Let's go down.
Pẹ̀lú bí kò yẹ sí kankan bébí o ṣì dúró. Ó jẹ́ kó mímí tutù everyday ló máa mú gbóná. Mo rí bó ṣe ń gbàdúrà tó fẹ́ kó gomi jóná. Mo rí bó ṣe ń lọ mi látà kó gomi lè kùnà. Ó dá láti fi tó lé, ó máa jẹ́ kí lákọ̀lé. Tí bá wà láwùjọ ènìyàn ó máa fún mi lápọ̀nlé. Ó kì í ṣe tójú bọ́lé kó sẹ́ni tó kí n bá ṣeré. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo kìràkìtàn ṣiṣẹ́ bá mi délé.
Gotta let it come on, baby girls, I'll be better when I enter in your club. Yeah, you're done with a kinda. Straight to the point, I'll give you anything. Let's hit a bar. I'm focusing in the king bound beaches. I ain't the crab ass nigga, let her pick clean. I smoke it up, that cigar. Larry song, bought a song, and we're vested. Innovative shit.
Come go below. It's all in your world. Oh, yeah.
Let me stop playing. You know it's time to take my motherfucking ass to sleep and all that. You know what I was like? Over here partying. What's today? Today is what? Monday. Yeah, I just went back to work. Like ain't nothing happening and shit. Man, listen. I did the thought of dreading, right? You know. But anyway, it's good to keep busy because idle time is the devil's time. And what that really means now, you know, if you ain't doing nothing, you finna get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't being productive, proactive, you know what I'm saying? Survive or die. Survive or die, pretty much, you know. I just want to send out my energy to all those who stumble over this video. I hope it finds you in the best of health. And let me tell you something. There's so much information packed in here. You just have to be logical. Expand your thinking. And know that everything you watching is exactly what's coming your way. You know? So there's only two things to prepare. One is to denounce religion. Go get you some motherfucking guns. And repent. And just come back to the Most High. Let the Most High give you the strength that you need to fight this battle. That's what you're going to need. You're going to need that spirit. That awakening gene in you. To get awake, you know. And I just wanted to play all that music. And the last one, I think we're going to have to fix it again. Because the bass, it's like, it's something in that bass. It's meant to drive these agents crazy, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't play with the beat, like the bass and shit like that right now and all that. So it just started playing like that or whatever. But one thing I did when I was listening to that one, not the last song before the one song before the last song, I was like, man, that was some thriving stuff. That's some thriving energy, you know. And that's how we throwing punches, you know. We throwing punches through, remember like the good old days, through music. You know what I'm saying? We speaking. This is universal, you know. So yeah, they build an army, universal and all this and all that. But at the end of the day, you know, people won't have to make that decision, you know. So I would hate to say every man for themselves, but if we can come together, that's even better. Because we should be building an army. I don't care what, when, how, who, what. You know, they done. You know, it's gonna be natural to us. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely gonna become a natural thing. It's celestial. You know what I'm saying? It's comet, gamma rays, super energy power that, you know, that they have to come and try to kill us, because that's the energy in the air that got the waves going. You know, that's why it's very important to understand this, that people are the power. But when you in the know and you fighting against your enemy and you realize your enemy, that's a whole new knowledge. That's a severe knowledge. Because they wasn't never recognized to be the enemy like how they have been recognized now. The son of perdition has been revealed. You get it now? The son of perdition. Everyone gets to read 2 Thessalonians. They play with these words. And I'll go a step further. The son of perdition. The son, the one that sat up on the throne and exalted himself because he put a white God and made the whole world worship that shit. And you can't even say that I'm lying. That's just the way it is. You understand? And that's what happened. But we're waking up. And to know all along, they didn't think that we was ever going to wake up. They thought you was going to keep thinking that they're your brothers and sisters and it's okay to love your enemy. That don't make any sense. You're supposed to love your brothers and sisters, the ones that look like you, but instead we hate each other. Opposite. We have to start reversing our energy from within. It's an on-off gene, but it starts with you. It starts with understanding that we are getting ready to either stand or fall. Which one do you want to do? You want to stand or fall? You want to die or survive? You want to win or you want to lose? Pretty much. So, and we all we got. So when I talk like this, I really mean this shit because we are all we got. We have each other. Okay? The Most High is there. But when you start calling on the Most High, that means you dealing with yourself. When you deal with yourself, that's when you can realize who your higher power is. That there is a God in all of us. For ye are God's children of the Most High Yah. It's always been about you. Always will be. You know? There's certain things if we would just understand. Like I was having these discussions with my friends, you know, even in the motherland, my sisters and brothers, you know, the things that they doing for money, you know, especially when it comes to human trafficking. I'm like, you know, with me, hustler, come on now, we from the diasporas. We know that you can go and buy a backyard, a land, inherit land, and just go mine that shit. Imagine you found diamonds in your backyard just because the land is full of treasure. How beautiful is that? They're not thinking like that shit, man. They not thinking like that, B. They not. See, but mining is a lot, man. These Chinese motherfuckers is destroying the land. Doing this shit. Mining means to dig and dig and dig till you destroy the land to find whatever the fuck you think you're gonna find. That's why mining all these fake ass jobs that these fucking Nigerians is giving these ghost workers, that shit don't even make no motherfucking sense. That don't make no sense. Talking about they're gonna create jobs for the locals, for the, you know. But look, all they did was recolonize that shit, move in with their police, their army, and all kinds of types of fuck shit. I'm telling you, yo, it's getting crazy out here, yo. And China is really trying to rise. So when we thinking, we better be fucking thinking logically, man, expanding our thinking, because it's not only what's going on in the land, it's what's happening abroad, coming from abroad. Is what we have to really be alert on too. 1-on-1. See, motherfuckers is just, you know, yeah, we're gonna take this land back, and even if we did take it back, it would have to be like, they would have to literally be like really, really brimstone to the key, to the core. You know, and that's just how that goes, you know. And the slaves that had to go with them because they love their masters, they're a fucking problem, you know. I hate to break it down like that and keep it a buck, but they love their fucking slave masters, you know. The slave shall be destroyed with the heathens and their fucking idols. That is a problem. And the thing is, no matter how much you tell them this, the only thing that can free you is the only thing you keep to allow you to be imprisoned in your mind. One thought, denounce it. Get rid of it. It's a forced dispensation for us, and it's that easy. It's that simple. But see, they got you by the grip, telling you that you're going to go to hell. if you don't believe in something that they created for you. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous, and it's sad that people really do these things. They've been doing it. So while you play in church, they pretending to prophesying you getting ready to set your ass up for slaughterhouses with the murder beast and all this fuck shit, trying to steal your crown of life, your breath of life. Actually, they're not trying. They are. They in numbers. They in drones right now. You crazy? These motherfuckers is doing the most. These psychopaths in these hospitals. Are you kidding me? Those institutions, please. We talk about morgues and bodies and organs, and they have all that on lock. Think about it. That's how nasty they fucking are. You know, they had this planned out really good. Mathematic-wise, they did a good job. You know, they stole a lot of great information and they made the best of it. Even to the core where they seen your resources and they just built a fucking now they take the resources and they getting ready to build not getting ready, they have already. See, that's the problem with China. They are desperate to use their Alibaba stuff, their autonomous vehicles, their robots. They want to lead the world with artificial intelligence. They are Huawei. I'm telling you, they've been creeping all along, robbing the land from all this time, still doing it. You know, that's how they was able to. They've been exploiting, and they go in and they take it all. They take it all because they think of it all. They'll take up it didn't matter. They'll come up with a new resource in there to create something, you know, to make in China. Imagine if they were to, they just waiting for the right destabilizing moment, because that's how it is. That's how the chessboard goes. It didn't matter what country is destabilized. As soon as that shit is destabilized, whatever that shit got in there, you finna get eaten alive. That's why I say, depending on what government, are you crazy? You better be looking at the bigger picture over these motherfuckers. There's something behind that wall. The thing is, they're the ones who gonna be whored out of here in captivity. That's how the spirit gonna work. So you know that, right? The spirit is coming just specifically for them, because he who leadeth into captivity shall be led into captivity. Just like when Christopher Columbus came here in 1492 to the north. You know me? And we're gonna fix that song. We're gonna work on it. We working on it to make it sound like Drake. You know? Hopefully that'll have your ass dancing all the way to the north, following the North Star. You know what I'm saying? Denouncing religion. You feel me? Doing the electric slide, motherfucking the sword shaker and all that. The Bruckner. Shit, I'm BK all day. That's my blood type. You feel me? Shit. BK all day. Born in AKA LES. Raised in BK International. Period. You know. And it's not easy, you know. If I can make it here, I can make it everywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. Fuck all that. That's the type of time I be on. Because I believe in me. It's like I was telling my friend, I said, if you find a diamond, send me that shit. I'm gonna get you some money. I'm gonna send it back. But you see the logic in that? I was like, can you imagine before they came with their fake ass money, these kingdoms was loaded with gold? You be talking about kings and queens gold. You think they ran up on the Congos just to take candy and shit out of there? Nah. You think it's always all about slaves? They always been robbing the resources. The slaves is that's the XX gene. That's the builders of it all. Crazy? The resources go with the gods, because the gods were put here to form the earth. That's what happened. And when Pharaoh's done being an asshole, when Pharaoh gets done and served, we shall come out with possessions. That is the goal. You understand? So don't give up and don't give in. Don't you throw in that towel. I want you to go and go get you some guns. Go get you some guns and get your shoe on. Hey, hallelujah. Oh, go get your guns. I'm out of here, y'all. I love y'all. It's your girl, the Tuckle Tang. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? I stay on my shit. You know what I'm saying? I keep it a buck. I'm not in, you know what I'm saying, in no form of fashion to impress anybody, but just to sound the alarm simple and precise. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and slice it and dice it to nobody's liking. I'm going to play it fair and square, take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? But if the fucking shoe fits, wear it. If it don't apply, let it fly. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button. You already know. You know I'm acting up. But anyway, good night, y'all. Love y'all. Hello and goodbye.